Oh shit, it's a bop. It's a bop, chat. There we go. Okay. Hey, everyone.
Hello.
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 Dance.
Hello.
Dance assemble. Woo.
Dance assemble.
How do you kill bug?
You click.
Oh, well, I have a controller. Am I host?
You press button.
Okay, cool.
Trigger, maybe?
We'll figure it out. Are we streaming? Are we live? On the...
I'm live.
Oh.
Yes, we are
Oh
live.
God, they can hear me. Hello. Oh,
We'll use a keyboard and mouse.
that's a big. Okay, we should figure out how to play the video game, and like how to create a room and all of that stuff.
Oh, we know how to do that.
Oh well, I'll leave it to you then. How is Pikmin 2 treating you?
Great.
Yeah.
Just fantastic. No, I'm actually loving it a lot. I just learned that the caves are procedurally generated.
Oh, are they?
Apparently.
Really? Whoa.
Which makes like really weird sense to me because like there aren't that many caves.
Hmm.
But I don't know. Okay. Seems odd, but sure.
Yeah, I love the Pikmin games. They're so much fun.
I'm really enjoying it though. Like as someone who's brand new to the series, I'm enjoying it. I didn't realize Pikmin 1 was so short.
Yeah. Did you get all 30
Pikmin
parts?
2 feels like an actual chunky game though.
Did you find all?
What was
Did
that?
you find all 30 parts?
Well, you have
Yeah,
to.
you do. Well, you don't technically have to, but I mean, unless
Well,
I mean, if you're a
game
gamer.
over.
Well, no. Well,
You could either-
I think you can like finish the game with like 23 or something, and you go to the
I don't
extra
think you
special
can.
area to find the 30th part.
I think really because I'm pretty sure Pikmin 3 is find every part so you can leave the planet.
Pikmin 1, you mean?
Pikmin 1. Sorry.
Yeah, and there's like a yeah, you get 30 days to get the parts, but I'm pretty sure you only need like a certain number of them, and like the engine is one of them. Pikmin 3 is fruit juice, yeah.
Huh. Well, I got all 30
Okay, well-
parts because the game very much portrayed that you cannot beat the game without all
Okay.
30
Oh.
parts. So
Maybe my aged brain is now is forgetting.
I mean, it could be the case, but it was not portrayed by the game.
Yeah, that's I believe it. Maybe this is just me as a child. I couldn't remember that you that you did use all 30 days.
I think I was like 25 days, 27 days, something like that.
That was if I was ever gonna speedrun a series, it would be the Pikmin series. Pikmin 4 gets wild later on.
Ooh.
Like some of the post game stuff is like very cool. My favorite thing to do was in Pikmin 1 was like just like try to get it down to as few days as possible.
Oh yeah. Also, do you want to make the lobby, Dan? Because I don't remember what mission you guys were
Yeah,
in.
sure. I'll create one.
And you can either do it to like passcode or friends only kind of
Okay.
thing. Whichever works.
I'm working on it.
Oh, good. Also, hi, buds.
Hey.
Hi. Love you guys.
Hi, Dan
Excited
Jones.
to play.
Dan Jones, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's been a busy streaming week. A lot of
Yeah, you're doing Odyssey yesterday, right?
Yeah, I did like 4 collabs today, and I didn't realize it until just
Are
now.
you exhausted?
Not exhausted. I think I was just having fun.
Oh, that's good.
I like this open message on this. It says gays only.
That's right.
This room.
I've created a room. If you can't see it, I'll see about like sending some invites via Steam or something.
Okay.
It's at friends only though. I might be invisible also. That's the thing I need to fix. Hang on.
You know what I am going to do? I am going to relaunch EDF because it was acting a little sus.
Oh no, he's using the internet language.
This is where I am. I live here.
On the internet?
Mm-hmm. But hey, we do have a new PC coming, so we eventually
Yay!
Heck yeah.
stuff like this.
When's it supposed to show up?
Don't know, but it is ordered. They haven't given me a date yet because they're like, once we get all the parts in, we'll give you a time estimate.
Oh yeah. Hopefully it won't be too bonkers. When I ordered the machine that we have for PlayFrame now, it was right in the thick of graphics cards being real hard to come by. So I ordered the machine, and then 7 months later, it showed up at the door. It was not great.
Yeah, they said guesstimate around 3 to 4 weeks, so that's kind of where I'm just expecting.
Okay.
Okay. Host name maybe? Yeah.
Wait, can you search by host name?
There should not be a passcode.
I was just
online,
scrolling through the
but
list.
it should be friend. Yeah, should be friends only.
I don't know what to search. How do you search? It says search, keyword search. The keyword Dan does not help me. Did you give the room a name?
No, I mean, it should be just named mine, Dan Floyd Plus.
I don't see it.
Yeah, you might have to invite
Okay,
us.
I'll see if I can.
Because if it doesn't have a keyword or something, it looks like it might.
Trying to see if it'll let me actually do an invite properly too. Being real goofy.
A game about giant flying bugs is goofy? Don't believe it. Oh, I watched the Raft episode, and I'm sorry that my audio bugged out. I think it has to be Audacity. Like that has to be the thing because it sounds
it
good
might be.
now, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, I think it's probably just when it compresses it or something. Like I fucked up, and I probably should have
No, we'll
listened to the audio file before I sent it to you.
Mm-hmm.
we'll figure it out next time. These, like, as Jones can attest, these audio settings take a lot of iteration to tweak and get in line. Let me change the room settings. I don't think this friends only is working out for us because also Steam doesn't give you that little option for like invite to game.
Okay, yeah. Make sure for enter room name you put something in so we can at least search for it. Maybe.
Gotcha.
Too.
Let me try to see about that. That's
Real
probably what's the
question.
problem.
Real question is: are we playing the same classes, or are we, as from the video, or are we gonna mix it up?
Now, there's a good question. Yeah. So Jones, you were a ranger then, and you've put in a lot of ranger time since. What are you feeling like playing now?
So I mean, I can always happily play the ranger and be happy. I was thinking of doing the aerator because now that I beat the game, I'm like, okay, I finished my ranger times, and I was like, the aerator is only co-op basically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's a...
Yeah, I don't mind playing the fly person more, but Floyd, if you wanted to, you can try that one out.
Okay, this time I'm creating a room that is called Dan's, all caps. And it's got a simple little password. I'll type it in at Discord in a second.
God, the crack security on this.
Hey, there's a Dan Jones. Hooray.
Is it cap? Is the caps relevant?
Maybe.
Oh my
Maybe.
God, it's relevant. You're killing me, EDF. It's 2023.
EDF does not know
I feel
that.
that caps for a room name I think is okay. I'm okay with that.
It's a keyword search.
I guess you know what? You're right. You're right. You know what? Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. You know what? Actually,
The EDF is
let's
still
play-
comfortably
like-
living in 2005, and it is happy there. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed in 20 years, and it's not about to start.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some air raid.
All right.
I'll support you guys.
Okay. I'll try going Fencer, though I may swap to Ranger if that starts feeling untenable.
Preparation complete. Oh, we did a lot of missions. We're on 10.
Yeah,
Because we did some after we recorded.
Oh,
too.
that's
that is
right,
true.
yeah.
We just kept on going because we were having a good time.
Yeah. The people will never see that footage, though.
It's very similar to the footage you saw before.
Mm.
A lot of giggles and shooting bugs, mostly.
Mostly. There was other stuff, but we won't mention it.
Won't mention it. Don't try to get us to mention it. Chat.
Definitely
Not
don't.
happening.
We certainly won't cave.
So in the loadout that I'm seeing, Jones, for your aerator, I'm seeing cruise missiles, electromagnetic bunker, life vendor.
Yeah, mixing it up. You know, seeing what we
Wait,
got
so
here.
Dan,
I got some fun toys I never got to play with
yeah, so
before.
wait, Jones beat the game and has a completion rate of 10%.
Yep.
Mhm.
There's a lot of difficulty levels with increasing escalation of nuttiness. And weapon variety, I hear.
A lot of
Yeah,
weapons.
I'm looking at-
so many weapons.
Jones' stream is a tour de force of weapons.
Jones, what's the most fun, silly weapon that you have acquired so far?
Well, I only played the Ranger, and they had like some fun stuff, but it was mostly just straight your expected, you know, like missile launchers, rocket launchers. The thing I think I had the most fun with was there's these grenades you can like full yeet across the map, and you do like a running start every time you throw it.
Oh, that clip you sent me.
Yeah, the one I hit the sniper with the grenade
Yes.
on the roof, like way downtown. That's probably the most silly it got for the Ranger, but it was very fun.
Watching your character just carry around these hilariously massive items.
Yeah, I know. There's so many things here. I've never request bombers. Yeah, let's do like a bomber. Yeah, sure, that looks good. Get like a nice little blue in there. Oh wait, gotta change the hat too. All right, I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
let's
ready.
go.
The bugs, they're coming.
So Dan, when the computer arrives, have you got like the game picked out that is like, all right, first game we're playing once this thing's here?
I think first thing's gonna be Doom 2016 and Doom
Good
Eternal.
picks.
One thing I do really also want to get to is I want to do like some Minecraft with RTX
Yeah.
on, like some shenanigans like that. Also, my game is like running so bad. I don't know why, because I just streamed all of this. I guess maybe a Discord call is just enough to. Hey, look, I made a little bunker.
Oh, hey. Little defenses. That's nice.
That's cool.
Whoa. Overshot a little bit. Whoa. That's cool.
I did a thing.
You did.
You just call in an airstrike.
Maybe. Hey, watch those ants.
Should I not stand near them?
I don't really know how this works.
I'm very nervous to be standing anywhere you are aiming something. Whoa.
Oh, there it goes.
That's a huge missile. Surprisingly small
Also,
explosion for the size of missile. What on earth?
So if you hold control, I don't know what it would be on a maybe D-pad. You can do some voice lines.
Oh.
Wow, you have to hit a lot of buttons for that menu, huh?
There should be a circle thing for you, not the one where it's full text pop out, but maybe that's just the way it is in controller as well.
The Air Force will shoot down the flying saucers. They will start the attack soon.
They will start the attack
Oh, sorry,
soon-ish, kind of, maybe. I don't know, really.
The Air Force is attacking. All infantry, back off. Code for airstrikes.
Look at him run with this thing, chat.
I'm coming.
Commencing air raids.
Back off, or we'll get caught in the air raid.
Ah.
I don't want to die by friendly fire.
Gotta watch this cool air raid happen. It's totally gonna be effective.
Trust your superiors.
Oh, look at him go.
Wow. It's totally working, guys.
I like how there's very triumphant music as nothing happens to these UFOs.
Yeah.
We're in the moment of like, oh, we're cocky and we don't know nothing's happening
Yeah.
yet.
The camera pans over and there's just like some people playing trumpet and like the conductor's like, wait, actually, hold on a second. Hold on, guys, stop for a second. Hey, are they still supposed to be flying? This
I really thought a lot more was going to happen.
Yeah.
Seriously? My dream to live an easy life with my annuity. That's also large flying saucers are
Uh-oh.
dropping monsters. We must stop the monsters here. Don't let them enter the city. Attack them once they're in the raid. Trap. Too far.
Good job, civilian.
Yeah.
This is a war situation report. Although the EDF caused tremendous
I'm
damage
more
to the
nervous
area,
about standing
battle is still
anywhere
continuing.
near where Jones is aiming than I am about any insect on the field.
Yeah.
Be influenced by rumors. Stay calm and don't.
I was curious because some of the missiles are like guided and you can direct them, and then some you do that and you blow yourself up.
Please start preparing
You doing all right over there?
necessities and be ready.
Oh, everything's fine.
Good, good,
everything's
good,
fine.
good.
Watch out for enemies sneaking to the
I'm safe in here.
Nobody can hurt me. I've made myself a bunker.
A large troop of flying saucers is coming from above. Beware.
What's this?
This is DE-202. Good job, civilian.
A little health over here if you need some.
So wait, Jones, do you have anything that's on like a low cooldown? Are you exclusively
Everything's on cooldown.
Yeah, like exclusively you have 30-second like nuke the map abilities.
basically.
How's that working out?
Well, it's about to work out much better here in a second.
About 5 seconds.
As soon as this cargo thing comes
Dan
in.
Jones has requested a powered exoskeleton.
Wait,
No, no.
Behind that golden armor.
what is the secret behind the golden armor, Dan Jones? Oh
Whoa.
god. That looked like it crushed you.
We can't put up a fight. If we can't retaliate,
Ooh.
we're just sitting ducks.
Are you in the robot?
Can't find
He's
a
in
way.
the robot.
I'm in the robot.
He's in the robot.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I have a gun now.
Hey, look at that.
Let's wait for the
Hey, he just standing on the robot.
Yeah, we're friends. My robot friend, Dan Jones. We call him Robo Dan. Oh,
Just me and my friend, Dan and Dan and Dan.
Dan and robot.
It's a little mech time.
Now I feel like a little miniature version of you.
Hello down there.
Like
How's
your
this
little
do
pet
against
mech.
you?
Ah.
Got a lot of armor.
This lightning bow sucks.
Obviously, the flying saucers are dropping monsters that are larger than their
Looks
own
good.
mass. They are probably equipped with the same teleportation device used
Yeah,
by
this
the
spark
Sparks.
vine is the only gun I found that I'm like, yeah, this like I could use this for a while.
Teleport object.
The other guns are just like low damage. You gotta hold it and aim it on one thing for a long time. It's like very low, very high reload time.
Yeah, I feel like my kit's not stellar either. Like it's working very well. Like I like the Gatling gun as a baseline, and I like having gear that allows me to do my little scoot hop that actually gets me around.
Yeah,
But,
the scoot hopping is one of the more important aspects of fighting giant bugs.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
The EDF has been criticized.
Everything's
You don't
fine.
seem to have a lot of health, Dan.
Keeping the door to
Jones.
dialogue with
That's
the visitors
listen.
open.
You only need
It
one.
would not be the best
There's
policy
some,
to give up on peace talks at the initial stage.
Some healthy
Shouldn't we
here.
continue to seek dialogue with the primers?
Where's Emmons? Where are you at?
Oh, can I get on the robot?
Yeah, sure.
Prepare for battle.
Press the vehicle rescue button. What's up,
Whoa.
idiots? I'm in a robot. The robot has absolutely no bullets, but I can jump.
Attention, everyone. This
Hey,
is
me
the
too.
Chief Commander.
Give me,
Hey, me too.
give me a bug to step on.
Unidentified
Hello.
objects had appeared in the Earth's orbit without any
There is one
Oh,
ant that
we
is.
should go kill that thing.
These flying objects all flew to Earth at the same
Whee!
time and started dropping
There we go.
monsters. Their targets were all major
I got the
cities
bug.
around the world and Air Force
Oh, that's
bases.
good, I guess.
We must rise and fight for our survival.
Wait, why am I purple? Why am I pink? Who's making me pink?
We have to take it.
Mission cleared.
I was expecting a much larger explosion from that
mystery.
missile. Still.
Same. I was expecting a little bit more there.
It's such a large missile. All right, are any of these things I want to switch to?
Let's get this lightning bow out of here. Dragoon lance.
Ooh, sounds fun.
Okay, the bunker was not the one.
Not the
No.
urn.
Not it, huh?
Not it. Yeah. Rocket cannon, single barrel cannon. Oh man. Yeah, sorry, it's not running great, chat. But we're here to hang.
Yeah.
We're here to hang.
Hang with
EDF's just background noise.
here to hang with some Dans. Just
Mhm.
danning it up.
So this weapon has a capacity of 5, and because its output is very high, cannot be reloaded on the battlefield. I would be
Huh.
filling up a slot with something that has 5 shots and done. I don't.
I would say that it's worth trying, but we did find out that the game is willing to give you a welding torch and just like pat you on the back and say good luck, buddy.
I forgot about the welding torch. Yeah.
Try that.
You know what? I'll bring that weapon that's got 5 shots. We got to find out what they do.
You might spend the rest of your life just not knowing.
Yeah, I can't do that. You gotta know.
You gotta know. You guys can carry me through it. It's fine.
Of course.
Oh, yeah, me, the support unit that with no guns.
Yep.
And me, the character with wings and about 18 health.
Yeah, but you make up for it because you have all the guns.
I mean, I don't have all of the guns. I do, in fact, only have 2 guns.
That's like twice as many as me.
I mean, you have all the guns that are on the big robot. Doesn't that count?
Only when I'm in the robot.
Okay, well, get in the robot, Jones.
It's really more the robot's guns.
Get in them?
You're just kind of borrowing them.
I mean, if we're being semantic about it, the government
friend.
owns all of these
That's
guns.
not a robot this time.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Monsters are dropping monsters!
Hey, spiders.
They can shoot threads!
A little bit of spider time.
Hey, spiders.
Protect the citizens!
Ooh. That was like a nice, powerful shot that, like, knocks you back. Whoop. It does not go very far.
The large flying saucers that deploy monsters will be called teleportation ships
Whoa.
from now on.
Isn't there a way to shoot down the teleportation ships?
No one has had any success. The hull of the teleportation ship
Seen a lot of
seems to be
explosions.
protected by some kind of barrier. We can't even make a scratch.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why are you ashamed of your explosions?
Because last time we played this, we talked about how I would kill myself with explosions.
Look, Jones,
It's a mystery.
Jones, we just want what's best for you. And in my opinion, that's you in one piece. But if you really believe that blowing off your limbs would make you a happier Dan, then I mean, who am I to stand in your way?
Yeah, I don't know about if it would be a happier situation. Exactly. You know?
Oh, hello, sir.
Oh, jeez. That's so many spiders.
A lot of spiders.
How does it, why do these guns not activate, chat?
Oh, I don't want to be standing here.
Preparing a new type of aircraft now.
Oh, I guess I have to right click.
Does that mean there's a way to destroy the teleportation ships?
But it will take some time.
Just a little bit of support from above.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
definitely
Jones is playing support. He's not DPS. He's healing. That's his class.
To our disadvantage for the next
healing plus fireworks.
Yeah.
All we can do now is
Isn't that thing in Final Fantasy XIV? All the healers do damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's just doing that.
That makes sense. I appreciate that EDF also subscribes to the like design of like preventative care.
Yeah. That was how, when I started working at Wizards of the Coast, they had like this thing where you could run through like the hardest dungeon of all time. And it was like a, you know, how many turns could you do it in kind of thing. And my boss's boss, or somebody was like a hardcore D&D player. And so he was like, all right, I'm going to make everyone's character. And I remember asking him why there was no healer. He like looked me dead in the eyes and said like, you can't get hurt if everything else is dead. And I was like, wow, I just had a
good way
very
to live.
specific game design awakening about how game systems interact with each other.
I don't think we can hold them off long enough for the Air Force to destroy the flying saucers. Is the whole world like this now? The end of the world is coming. I can't believe it's really happening.
We're just gonna get in this here. Chat.
Together, we will be okay after we defeat the monsters.
Can I go in your red circle? God, I hope so, because there's a collectible I want.
I mean, there will be death at some point in it.
But is it like friendly death or like the bad kind of death?
The bad death.
Oh, okay. For me too? Like not just for the bugs?
Yeah. There is friendly fire in the game.
Okay. Ever. You never let me have any fun in your red circle death.
You know what? Go play in the red circle. You know? I'm not gonna keep you from it.
Yay! Where is it? It's gone.
Oh, you want a
Oh,
red
look at
circle?
you scooting
I can give
around
you
in
a
a
red
little
circle.
truck.
Here you go. Here's a red circle for you.
Oh, cute little
I
tank.
see a blue circle.
A
Can I get in the...
civilian request for bombing.
It's my truck now. Wait,
Ooh.
no, I'm
Yeah,
just...
enjoy the back seat.
Yeah, this sucks, actually. I can't even shoot. What kind
No,
of
Because
video game
wing
is-
divers and fencers can't drive
Civilian,
stuff.
thank you for your help.
I'll take my backpack off.
There are far more monsters than we can handle. At this rate, it's only a matter of time till our society collapses.
Not our society. I live in that.
Someone just saw monsters. Where should we evacuate?
Woo!
Monsters are coming. Save us.
This is a war situation report. Looking at the big
Looking a
Very
little busy
battered.
around here.
although aliens keep dropping monsters, the EDF has exterminated more than half of them.
Yeah, this is the silly class. This is definitely just back silly. Oh, I did just drop a mortar on my head. That's gonna be fun in a second.
Sounds silly.
To turn the tides of war.
Silly.
Oh wow, LOL, sorry. Just murdered myself.
All areas in 4 months. It will be able to destroy large flying saucers, so it will give us a chance to defeat the alien armada.
Fire mortars.
Yeah, that's very satisfying though.
Fun to look at.
Oh, I missed it. I was killing bugs. Do it again.
Okay.
Oh,
Yay!
Oh gosh.
very near me.
Oh, the game. Right when there's no bugs.
Bow, 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 bow.
You're a civilian, right? Proceed to evacuate.
Good job, civilian.
Ow.
Hey, civilian. Tell me where the enemy is.
Civilian, you are stronger and braver than anyone else.
Ooh, my health was so low.
Hey,
When the whole world turns into a battlefield,
did you know I can do this now?
do is fight.
Wait, what? What? What happened?
I shoot a little super tiny rocket and it marks you, and then a big like cannon from above comes and hits.
What is...
It's really
Do
good.
your weapons upgrade? Because I have, like, Mag Blaster up.
Yes.
Okay.
So, you can see when you select your weapon, there will be stars by some of the numbers, like to the left of it. Those things can get stars, and then it'll like upgrade that. So, like, you know, more ammo, more distance, more range, or whatever. And then once it has all stars, then it's like max rank kind of thing. But there's also versions of like almost every gun that's just like a better version of that gun that you unlock later.
Hell yeah. Ooh, I'm sleepy. Jones gives the gift of sky death. How true. Wait a minute. So they'll let me drive a robot, but they won't let me drive a car?
Yes.
It's messed up. What do they have against people with jetpacks?
You're just too cool for cars, you know?
I mean, when you say it like that,
It's just holding you back.
yeah. I mean, my ego is lifted now, but
And having like being a jetpack person, you've spec'd your whole skill set in a very particular, wacky way. Like you had to give up a whole lot of things, including all car driving skill, but you can fly.
I can fly. I die immediately when I'm hit. I cannot drive.
Pants were also forfeit. There are a lot of things you had to give
yeah,
up.
yeah, it's true.
A lot of sacrifices
pants,
along the way.
Pants were the last thing to go, but by God, they got them.
So my mic has had a delay this entire time. Oops.
Whoa, really?
Sorry, chat.
Should we do like a fresh call? Like, is that like maybe what's causing some hiccups?
No. It was just a thing I had on OBS. I forgot to change.
Oh, okay.
How long was the delay?
A second.
90 seconds.
Just
Oh,
1
gotta-
second, but like when we're in a call, it's definitely noticeable. Of, like if I talk over or anything like that.
Oh, gotcha.
I
Loving this now.
have to turn it on when I'm using the Elgato because there's like a
Yeah.
second delay of like I'll react to something and it hasn't happened on the capture yet, so I have
Oh,
to delay
yeah.
my mic.
Yep.
They were all destroyed.
That old chestnut.
Can I get on top of the alien ship?
Down the teleportation ship.
Guys, look.
One successful case so far, and that
Guys,
was with the
oh
use
God.
of tactical
Wait.
Wait, you're up on the ship? Yo, cool.
Yeah. Wait.
I see.
Guys, take a picture. Guys, take a
But we
picture.
do not
Of
want
my
Jacket.
ship.
Wave at me.
Like a
Will we
GTA.
be able to salvage the teleportation
Yeah.
ships
Can I hit it? Can I hit X and like punch the guy out of the driver's seat?
Yeah.
Take it
Do
Yeah,
a
yeah, you
Master Chief.
hijack it.
Steal it.
Dan, are you dancing?
No,
And
I
are you,
don't know
are
what
you
you're
dancing
talking
right now?
I did a little bit of a dance, a little breaking it down.
They keep coming, one after the other. The fight will never end.
What a wild dance.
Right? There's also this little like happy cheer he does.
In order to stop the enemy
I love
from
it.
dropping monsters,
Okay, that's really cute.
EDF
I like that, actually.
against the large flying saucers and damage them successfully. The war situation is getting better. In
Let's
addition,
take down the
EDF
aliens.
is developing a new type
I
of
like it.
aircraft, which will be able to destroy the enemy's ship. The development will be completed
I should
soon.
get in on this.
Now that the attacks by the new types fail, the only thing we can do is keep killing monsters.
So the fun thing is if you happen to have a like group of soldiers with you, they're like under your
Yeah.
command, and you do one of the singing, they'll sing the second chorus, like or the second verse or whatever.
That's great.
We're gonna destroy the teleportation ships from the ground.
Sergeant, is there a chance of winning?
A hatch opens up when the monsters are being dropped.
So hey, aliens.
To the open hatch from the ground.
You guys
Yeah.
gonna
Are you gonna like?
Sergeant,
What you
open up?
thinking about?
good luck.
Yeah.
There we go.
This is Outpost 48, calling for backup. We can't hold them off any longer. We lost half our men! We have to retreat!
Well, I guess my work here is done.
This is Outpost 26. Flying saucers are swarming in. Request for backup.
We've been fighting monsters for the past 5 months. We've reached our limit. If we don't win today, mankind will lose.
It's a request from the air raider.
The aliens plan to exterminate us with monsters. I'm gonna put an end to it.
This is DE-202. It's hopeless! Abandon the base! This is DE-202. The enemies are almost at the gate now!
Uh-oh. I threw that mortar really close to me.
We can still make it! Run for your lives!
Shoot down the teleportation ships! Got it. It's all or nothing. Sir, yes, sir.
You're getting a Medal of Honor for this if this works out. Air raiders, please continue.
If we can shoot down this teleportation ship.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell these army guys. Like, should I just let them know that there are like 70 missions in this game and therefore we are nowhere close to done, or should I just let them believe for a little bit longer that they have a shot?
I feel like this war effort is running entirely on misplaced optimism at this point. So like, without
Yeah,
that,
that's-
what do they have left?
Yeah, that's true.
The red light might be the teleportation device.
Attack the shining part once
Attack the shiny part. Wait, is that our job?
Yes. Yeah, we need to be
Oh.
attacking the ships.
Commander, the
Oh.
alien attack is still
We need
You're
to
supposed
we
to
need to go for
like-
when they open up and it's red. You could shoot underneath. I can't really shoot them, so I'm gonna try to just
our attack against the
have
Man,
them
if
go in the
only we
path.
had somebody who could get up there with some kind of levitation or flying device.
Well, you don't want to go up. You want to go. You want to attack the bottom.
launch of full-fledged
Yeah, the underside that the bugs drop out of.
ground units can keep exterminating the
All right,
monsters,
I've put
protecting our citizens.
lasers there. I hope it was valuable.
But I expect all of us to fight bravely. Do not forget we have defenseless citizens depending on us. We are not only on the front line, we are also the last line of defense.
Oh no. Putting lasers in the ship. I hope this kills it.
got
That's
one.
pretty good.
That looked like that did something. Yeah.
We got one.
Yeah.
Yay. Good job, me.
Good job, me. We
Yeah.
did it, me.
I did it. I killed the ship with the bugs in it.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, Dan.
Amazing job. Well done.
Thank you for the huge plays. Thank you, Naru Hoodie. This is my stream now, right?
Oh, yeah,
because we have the
absolutely,
same name.
yeah.
I can just be. All right, cool. Come on. Ow.
Fire.
Spit in fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got
nice.
it.
There's two.
Excellent skills. Impressive.
Excellent skills, impressive. Now try not to die to all these bugs. God knows we can't do anything. We need you to kill the bugs and the ships.
Gracious.
Did you see that, Dan?
Yeah, I saw something very big explode.
I have
don't know
a
what you
I have a
did.
like. Let me just shoot a cluster of grenades. Just,
That more or less maps to what I witnessed. Yes.
there you go.
Swap your magazines.
Kapow!
D202 to ground units. Please designate
Oh,
Would you pilot the Barga? Yeah, the Barga's great.
God, it's almost October.
I know.
Right.
Joey, like yesterday, it had that the smell of fall in the air,
Ooh, I love that.
and I was like, oh, I was
God,
very excited.
I don't go outside, so I.
Well, I don't either, but I just happen to have my windows
Wait,
open.
hold on. You're lying to me. I've been lied to.
I didn't lie. I just, I have an open window. Oh, that was the wrong
Wait,
button.
hold on. Windows open?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, some
I
do.
don't understand.
All
But then,
windows
like,
open
what do,
with
but
rocks.
then, like, what do you do when like the air comes in?
Oh, you have air?
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
maybe. I suppose I should try and kill one of these ships, huh? I did just kind of get caught up killing a lot of bugs.
Sometimes it's just nice to kill some bugs.
You just zone out, kill a few thousand bugs, chill, hang out,
Oh,
have
yeah.
a drink,
Oh,
kill
yeah.
some bugs.
Month went fast. This month went really slow for me. This has been like the slowest month this year, I feel.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I was just busy every day. It felt like. Not really, but maybe I just thinking back on it.
That's
when
interesting.
when
Does
things
busy
are
make
busy,
things feel slow for you?
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that was it. Maybe it was only busy a certain amount, and then it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
I
know
guess when
why
things
it
are
feels
like
like
busy
that.
in a way where I just got to get through this stretch, and then it's a like to where I'm looking forward to things being chill and relaxed and all that. Then it
Maybe-
can feel like it takes an eternity.
Yeah, maybe it's
Yeah.
more that. Like I was like, okay, I just got to get through this month and get a bunch of shit done. But it did feel like it took an eternity.
Yeah.
Because there's definitely sometimes where like I feel like over the summer I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get a bunch of work done and the month's over. It's like.
Stop.
DE-202 in the air. Please designate targets.
There's a lot of red ground. I'm gonna move. Oh, wait. It's chasing me.
No, it's not. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I think you got something.
Hello, friends.
Oh no. I'm being aimed at by like a giant sniper from space.
I had beans.
Okay, I won't. I'll stop. It was. I had to do a little bit. You know.
That's good. Just my Final Fantasy 14 instinct kicked in.
These mechs sure are not the most agile thing.
Oh, bugs.
I feel like I got a good loadout for chewing through ants and small targets, but not anything great for like
Yeah. I'm gonna
big,
go up here.
distant target damage sort of thing.
Yeah, my problem is that like my wingsuit doesn't have enough energy to like get up that high.
Yeah,
Like, get
that is definitely a thing of like, there are missions that you'll need a very specific loadout. Sometimes it feels like.
Speaking of loadouts, have you guys played Armored Core yet?
A little bit.
When the new PC comes, there will be.
I've really only barely scratched the surface though.
I have not even gotten it yet. I really want to. But I also still have to finish Baldur's Gate.
Good luck.
Pikmin 3 and I still haven't even finished Zelda, technically.
Yep. No, it's a year of some real long good games.
Yeah. Did I get it? I didn't get it.
Boy, this thing sure does keep on dropping ants.
Yeah, I got some good damage out of this time. I'll get it on the next one.
Just need to get one of my big old grenades in its face would be great. There it is.
Yeah.
that was mostly Dev.
Impressive. I will remember you.
Technically, it was all A, Dan.
You're right.
Yeah, did you not get that memo? Or I think our lawyers signed a contract on our behalves that were like, we share everything at this point.
Oh, sweet.
Like we're all equal owners. So
Nice.
yeah, I guess like I have an extra room at my house. You guys can come chill. But also, please don't. All right, hey Jones, can we talk over here for a second?
Mm-hmm.
Jones, I just want you to know that you're a dear friend of mine. I think you're great.
Uh-huh.
You're awesome.
Mhm.
I want you to come over to my house. I want you to stay at my house. When you come over to my house, please do not summon a gigantic mortar cannon on my location when you come to my house.
So, just like carpet bomb, then, right?
Yeah, I would. Well, I would appreciate if you did not do Like really any of the
Oh,
explosives.
well,
Dan?
so like is artillery good?
Yeah, I mean, Dan, does it explode? Does artillery explode?
Yeah.
I think it explodes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we don't do that inside my house. Huh?
Okay, all right. I'll summon a bunker.
That's fine. All right, that's fine.
Sleep in.
I just walk out of my bedroom. There's just gigantic, like half of my house is sheared by just a steel wall. Is Molotov an explosion, really? Yeah, actually. But Jay, I would
Automatic
argue that it is.
shotgun? I don't mind if I do.
I didn't really like the artillery file. Air chat. I wasn't crazy about that one.
Mirage 0.
Bulge laser.
Operations complete.
Limpet guns. What is that? Limpet.
Guys, Corinne told us all to have fun, so I mean, I am really gonna need you guys to have some fun with me,
Oh,
okay? Otherwise,
okay.
I am,
All right.
I am in massive trouble. Like, I don't want to tell you what she's gonna
Is that
do
a
to me,
frown?
but yeah, guys, you don't even know.
For you.
We were having a great time.
Yeah, the worst time.
I feel like we'll try that. We'll try that, chat. Mixing it up, you know? No mention of artillery fire on the house?
I mean, once you hit my house with one shell, everything becomes inside the house. Can't really
You-
do anything on the house when the roof has been exploded.
See, that's a trick, you know.
That's a quitter.
Real estate agents don't want you to know. You only build 3 walls of a house. Technically, your house is everything now.
So the house that we got was listed as 3 bedrooms, and the way that you have to make something a bedroom is that it needs to have a closet. And so they just put an IKEA shelf in a room, or an IKEA closet in a room, completely unattached from everything.
Wow.
And it was like, counts. It's like, all right, fine.
Seems a little silly.
Yeah.
So- oh,
Don't mind this big laser.
It's a big. Wow. It's a big laser.
you know?
It's gonna chase you, Dan. It's coming for you.
Oh, no.
Oh god. Where's it even coming from? Just the god rays.
That rules.
Okay,
I love
I do like this a lot.
That looks very fun.
Aw.
Monsters are coming from underground.
Start bombing.
Seems like they dug holes and are hiding
Please.
underground. I can't believe they're hiding down there. Calm down. Kill them all. Transfer power to what?
For a new recruit, you handle yourself pretty good.
For a new recruit.
Switch to attack mode.
For a new recruit, you really don't suck as bad as the rest of them.
It is kind of making a magnifying glass to ants, isn't it? My big laser.
Yeah, wait, did the person who make this game, were they just one of those weird kids who just magnifying glass dance?
Residential area. If we don't exterminate the monsters,
You know, I did do that one time.
casualties.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those, like, the stars aligned because I never had a magnifying glass, and then, like, one day got one, and it was, like, middle school, and I was like, magnifying glass? Ants? Ants on my driveway?
I gotta see what all this fuss is about.
Yeah. I've definitely tried to light paper on fire.
Oh, that,
in,
yeah,
that
for sure.
in a controlled environment.
I didn't
Children,
get
if you're
what the,
listening.
in a controlled environment.
Yeah, with my safety glasses on. I'm joking, but like now that I think about it, I would definitely be the kid who's like, I'm gonna go do something I know I'm not supposed to do, and put on my safety glasses.
I'm gonna be responsible about it. Though.
Yeah.
Oh no. Whoa.
Ready to take off. Detect the enemies. Okay.
All right, so what we got? What we got with this one? Oh, really bad. Oh.
It's the strongest vehicle ever. Reject.
I'm a spider, chat. They won't attack me because they think I'm one of their own.
Oh my goodness.
Brilliant.
What a good toy.
Excuse me, it's an action figure.
Oh, I'm up here now.
Please. Please stop spitting your webs at me. I have no bullets. Oh god.
How about use the Gatling gun, chat? Wait, I pushed something. There it is. You gotta hold left shift really fucking long.
Exterminate them.
This is a fun machine. I like. Oh, we got red ants.
Uh-oh. Oh god.
The red ants like super cool ants.
They're tougher and they will grapple you.
Oh, that doesn't sound fun.
It's
And
really
left 2 bite.
really not great. Let's give a little support fire over there. We'll just take out that apartment complex real quick.
Request received.
Any second now. There it is.
Got him.
You have to thank me.
Okay, let's go. Exterminate all monsters.
There are times that I've wished I could bring that sort of artillery to bear on like a spider.
Oh yeah.
Protect the civilians.
This building's in the way.
Yeah. Once you have like one bug problem in whatever apartment you're living in, any kindness in your heart dies immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was me when I
any
had my first I had mice in one of my apartments in Florida.
Oh man.
And I was like, I don't want to hurt the mice. And then like a month later, I'm like, these mice are dead.
We've received reports about 2 teleportation ships being shot down in New York and 3 in London. We're gradually seizing the initiative of the war.
I got that.
Don't underestimate the.
Boy, that's a good weapon.
Isn't it pretty fun? It's pretty fun.
I'm sure they'll start the next wave of attack.
We thought about that too, but we should have some time before the enemy start Plan B. All we
Doesn't
can
really
now
do a
is
lot of
try to
damage
weaken their combat spirit.
yet. But it
Yeah,
is
a lot of my
fun.
weapons are.
We will win this.
Now, this game has a lot of very visually impressive weapons that do not do a whole lot of anything.
Critical point is reached. Activate the cooldown system.
I do feel like I should do a little research to find out like what are the weapons that you should actually be on the hunt for.
Target confirmed.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of trial and error. And I think I like that.
They're fun to play around with until you get stuck in a whole mission with some real bad weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We discovered an overwhelming gigantic ship.
Oh, I really threw that grenade far.
The pylons crashing from the skies
Well,
are
bye
also
to that
known as
building.
ship.
Oh,
This type of ship is now designated as mothership.
mothership.
The mothership will be our ultimate goal.
This is what he's talking about, that massive thing, right?
So, if we destroy that thing, the aliens will be doomed.
Right. And
Now that we found the enemy's mothership,
Right
all we
there.
have to do is shoot it down. I like our chances.
Why am I in the red circle?
I don't. It's weird.
Yeah, that's weird. I just did that on its own.
Oh, bloodstorms are incredible if I'm very gracious. Bloodstorms are good, huh? All right, I'll keep an eye out. I mean, I'm still pretty early on. I don't know when those start showing up. But...
There are 10 of those? Target coordinates confirmed. I don't think the Air Force is capable of taking down 10 of them.
Ooh, they drop early. Good to know.
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Hopefully, it'll be useful in battle.
Oh, all the little power-ups show up on your mini-map.
Mm-hmm. There's the green dots.
Oh, those are my buddies.
Where the F and the A?
Well, I mean, like the NPC buddies.
Oh. No.
I mean, you're great too, but like,
Someone save me!
I want to try new weapons. Yeah, if
He
EDF
lives.
6 is
He lives.
voice
He gets a
actors-
pass.
If EDF 6's voice actors aren't at least this hammy, I'll be upset.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the ham is gotta return. It's a staple.
like, they've nailed it pretty consistently
We will start bombing.
in every single EDF they've made.
Oh, where were these guys?
Oh, hello.
Did they just come from underground?
It's not a place to be standing.
Yeah, I'm in a bad spot.
Did the monsters dig an underground tunnel?
Ow!
Ah,
I've
jeez.
been grabbed.
Oh, God, help. Oh, I'm getting chomped. Let me go. Please. I have... Oh, God. Alright, Jones, I need a red circle.
I'm being grappled.
Are we all getting grappled?
Yeah.
I'm done being grappled. I've got...
You can still shoot when you're being grappled.
Oh, wait, what? That sounds... Oh. Why is there a civilian running around here? Ma'am! Ma'am, this is exactly the worst place for you to be. Like, I literally could not think of the worst place on Earth for you to be at the given moment. Ugh.
This is Gary. We'll head for the combat area.
Ant, please.
Oh, a lot of ants. A lot of ants around.
A mothership has appeared in Europe. It silently hovers over a city.
It must be onto something.
Oh, God. I've gotten
I think
eaten.
this is a good opportunity. We're planning an operation to attack the mothership.
Please, somebody murder this ant. That bug's not going to be in EDF 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, alright. Ow. I have 8 health left.
Air raid has already failed. But if
Yeah,
we
definitely don't
approach
forget
the
to
mothership from the
shoot when
ground,
you're
it's
grappled.
possible to do some damage.
Because your best chance is killing the thing yourself.
Mission clear. We're only half dead.
Emma's, were you, with that last one, were you like juggling it in the air?
Yeah. Oh,
That
yeah.
was awesome.
Oh, look at all these new weapons. So much Spark Vine.
Now, let's see. Want to swap in.
Okay, the laser is pretty fun. Does like no damage.
Okay. I will return in 20 seconds.
Oh, I do have a Bloodstorm. Okay. We got us a game.
We got a game now.
Let the party begin.
So how you doing, Dan?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
It's been a crazy, like very busy couple of weeks trying to do. I've been kind of in an extended crunch mode trying to get a lot of Final Fantasy 14 stuff recorded.
Mm-hmm.
But which we're kind of in that last, like, one more month of that, and then I'm out of that. And
Simply one more month of crunch.
then only one, the last week was pretty, well, I guess like the last week or so were pretty bonkers trying to get the home stretch stuff of Final Fantasy 16 recorded and edited for me and Carrie both. So it's nice having that behind as well, while also trying to make other little additional videos for things that are coming out like tomorrow, and just lots of stuff I was trying to squeeze in all at once. Most of the work's done now, so now it's just back to regular amounts of stuff for the most part, which is nice.
And Dan works too hard.
Yeah.
Too hard working.
No arguments.
I can't form a very good rebuttal
Yeah.
off the top of my head.
And you know why that is?
Nah. Well,
You
I
work
probably
too
work too hard.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for tomorrow.
Me too.
For some,
It's gonna be a good
some
time.
videos tomorrow. It's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
What's tomorrow?
And recording more things.
Is that the mothership?
Secret.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9.
Yeah.
The 9th one out of 10.
Oh boy, we've got more
Move out.
these
Infantry, move with the AFV.
Sky Pals.
Always wanted to be a soldier.
Ground unit,
I'm gonna be
attack
really
monsters.
good on this
Air Force
mission,
will handle
guys.
mothership.
Same.
See, maybe
Well,
people wouldn't be so scared of the alien menace if we called them Sky Friends.
Sky Friends.
Now what if I just
Flying saucers approaching.
I'm getting a front row seat for this.
we'll just start
That's-
that going.
Boy, screw that building in particular, huh? Whoa. Now then.
Destroy the monsters.
Cool. So, Bloodstorm. I'm seeing it has one a single thing to fire. Alright. So if I... Oh, it's a missile. If I then were to fire... Ooh. Okay. That's interesting.
Do not fear. Strike back.
Okay, yep, I like that. This was a good recommendation.
AFVs, move in.
Thank you, good chat folk, for recommending the Bloodstorm.
Head straight to
I don't know if
the
this is the best set of enemies to use it on, given their numbers, but
Stay close to the AFVs. The cover fire will help us to move up.
quality toy.
Oh no! I just saw
Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one for me.
Yeah, my guns are not the best either.
We've been fighting those outer space monsters all this time and it just came to you? I'm not talking about monsters! I'm talking about humanoid aliens! Ready for attack.
Oh, is this the first map? Is this the first map with humanoids, chat?
Ooh, humanoids.
They're just like us, Dan.
Reported sighting humanoid aliens.
Well, that's exciting.
Humanoid aliens?
Do they like video games?
Extraterrestrial
They're
beings.
they're just straight up humans. They look identical to humans.
Cool.
Aliens that look like humans?
One head, 2 eyes, with hands and feet. Bipedal.
Re-entering the cover.
Very
Almost
low bar.
identical to humans. This is unbelievable.
Oh, there's not a place to be. There's not a place to be.
Sorry, I did get a big one.
End of bomb. Air raid. I'll leave the rest
I'm enjoying how much my shotgun throws these saucers around. Doesn't kill them, it just sends them like woo
Yeah.
flying.
For attack. Strike. Vehicle drop.
Uh-oh.
Very excited to meet our human friends.
One of the parts of the soldiers is like, ah, so unlucky. They're
Impossible!
Okay, here they come. Here come the humanoid aliens.
Humanoids.
Oh my gosh. You'll get a little confused because they look just like our normal soldiers. So it's hard. It's
okay, but
make sure you're
coming after me.
confirming your target before you shoot.
Got it.
They're flying in the air! Look! Something's piloting it!
I'm okay. Are we gonna fight? Prepare for battle.
Sensor is responding.
Something is coming out.
Here come the humans.
Something is descending from the flying ship. I can't believe it. They're aliens.
Wow.
Aliens are descending from the flying ship.
You know, I got the audio pretty quiet, Dan, but what I like in my mind's eye, I'm immediately hearing these things making the sound of Lizalfos from Ocarina of Time.
I do wish they kind of made some silly noises like that.
The alien is a soldier. The alien infantry is here.
I love them. Oh wow, they get pretty dismembered, huh?
Yeah, they can have no limbs and still be alive.
Aliens have finally landed on Earth.
I can do either of those things individually.
They look just like humans. The resemblance is unbelievable.
The resemblance is unbelievable.
In that it doesn't exist.
So they have their own language, just like humans.
I mean, they probably have their own language.
Permission to
I'm not a
engage the
scholar on
aliens
these
granted.
things.
Ground units, commence the attack of those aliens.
I like how he said aliens as if it wasn't air quotes.
Anyone?
Yeah, we all
yeah.
know the real story here, right? Human aliens.
Oh, you roll.
This is Gamma Team. We are engaging an alien infantry unit.
This is great.
Yeah, this is when the game like first starts being like, hey, remember difficulty? What if we turn that on?
Hold your ground. No way we're handing over this city.
Oh gosh.
They're attacking. The enemies are hiding in the shadows of buildings. Those bastards.
Bastards! They said that really good.
Show them what the EDF infantry is made of!
The enemies are attacking us from the side! What? No! Back up!
I'm sure it's not the case, but I definitely couldn't prove to anyone that they're not just using the exact same voice recordings they got for the first EDF game in every single successive one.
I feel like they definitely they bring back some, right?
I mean, they
Well,
have to. So much of it
legally
just
they
applies.
Been exterminated. Good job.
Oh,
More in the air.
I should try the Leviathan on Fencer. If I spot a Leviathan weapon,
Enemy ships are landing.
I will immediately equip it.
they make reference to modern stuff. You guys play Tears of the Kingdom? I love that game. I play it on my Nintendo Switch.
I would legitimately love random quote-unquote timely references in their dialogue.
It's a whole army!
There are way too many enemies. Retreat.
You can try the Leviathan on the first. The problem is, because we're at like solo level, I can't use a lot of weapons.
Cleared as I'm getting my ass shot to pieces.
But you also are very far away. It sounds like, Dan.
Oh, was I?
You're super quiet.
Oh, sorry. I was like leaning back in the chair. Turbo cool.
All right, and I feel like I got a good regular. Bloodstorm has definitely got that slot pretty locked down now, I think.
Yeah, that Grenader mech is just bonkers good damage.
Are you starting to feel, Dan, like, in my experience, the few times I've tried an aerator, Dan, I always kind of have that moment of like, this is really neat. I don't know for sure. Like, I don't feel like I got a handle on it. Are you starting to feel like you're getting it?
Kinda.
Oh, a little bit.
It's like, so some of it is, like reloads depending on when you get kills versus like just letting stuff sit and reload. So kind of like, I guess, just managing that, and also making sure, like, if I have something to do, I feel like I'm doing it right, because the first few missions I did, I would like expend all my stuff and then just stand around and wait for like stuff to reload, you know?
Okay, so this is.
I always think I'm playing the air diver because it sounds like something that a flying class should be called.
It says has air in it, which yeah, like aerator like sounds like what you would be. I mix them up too. So I now have a weapon, the Leviathan weapon, which was recommended as a missile launcher that I cannot use by myself. It is, quote, a massive missile launcher that launches enormous laser-guided missiles. Because a laser guide is necessary for targeting, this weapon cannot be used alone. It must be paired with an air raider's laser guide kit or guide beacon to establish a viable target lock.
Oh, let's see if I have a...
It's not to say that we should do that this run, but we should definitely try that at some point.
Laser guide kit.
Luxord says, do not stand next to each other when firing. Good note.
All right, I'm just gonna bring the laser guide kit with me so we can play with that.
Then I am bringing the Leviathan.
All right.
For a party.
Do I need to do something?
Just stand clear, sounds like.
Stand clear. Also, maybe bring the mic closer to you.
Oh, is it still quiet?
You were getting very quiet.
Oh. How's it now?
Normal.
Okay. It's like right in front of my face now.
It does seem pretty low though.
I did mess with a bunch of my settings. I can at least turn up the gain a little bit.
I'm gonna
Maybe I can
bump
put
you
it
up
in
a lot.
Discord.
It's like, it feels like something happened in the past like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's not actually that. Okay, one sec.
Yeah, this laser that I get is really cool, but it's just I feel like it takes me 10 hours to kill one thing.
Yeah, I've definitely had some weapons like that.
How's this?
It sounds the same.
The same as this?
Maybe? Okay, more. Can I get more?
Hello, Dan. How are you doing?
Y'all figure that out. I'm getting a snack.
And now how are you doing?
I'm doing good. It does. You kind of like fade in and out.
Huh.
It'll have like a loud noise and then it'll back off real quick. Like I don't know. So do you have like the little processor thing? Or you just on a mic?
I have the mic, and then like, I don't know. Floyd sent me like a lecture on an audio setup, and I got almost all of it except the tiny little piece that, in his words, quote unquote, made it sound good.
Okay, so I don't know what you just did, but like that past few sentences was fantastic.
Okay, great. I did absolutely nothing different.
Cool.
How's this?
You sound fantastic now.
Okay, great. I'm not going to move my body ever again.
That's weird.
Emmons ASMR. Hello, Flamesword33. How are you doing?
I can turn you down now too.
Hello.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Emmons to fade from reality again.
Mm-hmm.
Help me. No.
Also, here, let me just out of curiosity, open your Discord.
Okay.
And go to your voice and video settings.
Okay.
What for that automatic determine input sensitivity? Where is that?
-69. Nice. Or is it the anti-nice?
You might want to bring it a little lower, maybe like 75-ish.
How's this?
I think it's good. I think it's just like it's cutting off sometimes when it's like, oh, I would, not as loud of a word comes through or something, and it would sound like it's cutting it off.
When I really understate something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
It might not even be that, but just
so is -69 the opposite of nice, or is 96 the opposite of nice?
I feel like 96 is right. -69 is when a necromancer
69.
a necromancer plays with his toys.
Oh, I see. Okay. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, goodness gracious. How many more bugs must we slay?
Like 6
How
at
many
least.
more mandibles must we detach from their buggy skulls?
Let's try that again.
How goes the audio times?
I don't know, Dan. How does the audio times go?
Ooh, sounds pretty good.
Great. I did absolutely nothing different.
Yeah.
I
Apparently nothing
adjusted
changed.
my input thing down.
Oh,
I don't know, not my input
majestic!
thing, my input cut off or whatever.
Oh, interesting. Maybe it was just sort of like blowing out Discord's, like hitting thresholds on Discord's thing.
That sounds
is
like
weird
a very
sometimes what
smart
Discord
audio
does.
thing that you just said.
So it is like you can get all the settings very nice on your like
I'm surrounded by the
actual
enemies.
setup and what'll be recorded, but then sometimes Discord sort of like automatic stuff that it does to try to make folks sound a little better.
Yeah.
We'll wig out.
I do have all that Discord additional stuff off.
I do generally try to turn that stuff off as well.
They have 2 eyes on their face.
All right, what do you want to use this thing on, Dan?
With their eyes.
Um,
We can use this against them.
let's go flying around. See, like, just use some evasive maneuvers.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Let's.
Oh, there's aliens over here.
When
Well, we shouldn't
the
stand near
six
each
packs
other.
open,
Yeah, let's do that.
that'd be a good one. We'll find a nearby one.
Very excited.
Oh, do they need us to like be aware of our existence? Hang on, I can do that.
Oh, there's a big guy.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do
let
it
me-
on this one individual guy.
Yeah, let me stand somewhat far away from you. And all right, I fire. Fire. Come on now.
It's too hard to deal with all of them at once. We have to take them out one by one.
I just shot that frog into space.
If we all attack the same alien together, we will win.
Huh. I'm holding down the trigger.
Is it a right click situation?
Attack their feet.
Like I'm holding the trigger down basically. It's hang on, maybe.
Instantly. Even so, it'll still buy us some time. Oh, keep your guard up. Sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, nothing seems to be happening.
Then they won't be able to use weapons before.
Interesting.
Chat, how do we shoot the thing?
Let's stay here and fight. Can't wait.
Wait, now it's I got a lock on something now. Okay, now if I let go, there we go, and it's going, and it's going. I'm gonna stand back.
It's too hard to shoot one in the head.
He is no more.
That takes a long time to lock on.
Yeah, I don't know what the situation is for locking on, but that was not good.
Yeah, here I'll
I'm gonna die.
what? Already?
What do you mean already? You guys were aiming for like 18 minutes.
It worked
I was
though.
just sitting there. I have 6 health.
There are some units remaining in the city. I want to know the situation.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know what to lock on.
Have started moving.
Yeah, I don't know if this is really working for us super well. I'll swap for now.
Oh wait, why? I have 6 health. Oh god, why is there a frog here?
The bulk of the alien army
It
has
seems short range. I don't think it is. I think it's just there's
Ow.
there's
been
something to do
killed.
with a lock on.
escape route.
Help. Help, I am killed.
I am very nearly killed also. Run.
Oh, it takes 25 seconds to lock on. Got it.
Okay, maybe not anymore then.
Got it.
That'll be good for when there's like one enemy to kill.
Yeah.
Maybe. I feel like we could do a lot of damage in that however many seconds.
Thank you.
Fun, silly thing to use though.
Absolutely.
I mean, if the game doesn't have that, what does it have?
This is a special news flash. We've learned that the aliens that appeared in Europe look like humans. They walk on 2 feet, use weapons and tools with 2 hands, and can communicate in their language.
And also are frogs.
What are you talking about? They look just like humans.
If a negotiation could take
I mean, frogs can look like
we might be
humans.
able to resolve
I mean, look at them.
the conflict
I don't see it. They look like a human to me. It's funny because there's later on other like humanoid things, and they're like, oh, they're disgusting, and they look closer to humans. They're monsters.
That's great.
It's just like the chief of police or whatever. They're like, oh my god, he's disgusting. It's like, please. My name is Jeff. Let's get down to business.
Oh, there's 3
To
of them aiming
defeat
at me at once. Ow.
The frogs. Did they send me
Ow.
dance when I asked?
Go on.
I don't know, I'm out.
This is not gonna be good.
Nearly impossible to open talks with the aliens.
Yeah.
All attempts have utterly failed.
Are you dead
The
too,
entire
Jones?
Jones can use a higher level. We can't use higher level because we're so early in the game.
Alright, I saved you.
Thank you.
I am going to propose not the Leviathan
Yeah, because
next round.
basically two of our weapon slots are useless.
Maybe I'll go back to the that other one that was more useful.
I am very glad to be here with you guys tonight.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
I had a hell of a week. I will
Aw.
tell you that.
Busy or stressful?
I realized on Wednesday that I'd been forgetting to take my medication for like a literal week.
Oh no.
Whoa.
So that was like it's like, wow, I've been feeling shitty for like a week. Why? Everything is terrible. I hate this. then I like went into my bathroom and I haven't refilled my little like medication, like the Monday, like the day tracker. It's like, huh, it explains a lot.
That would do it.
Yeah, that actually, when you take the medicine, you feel better.
Nonsense. That's silly.
That's it. That sounds like some pseudoscience. So, feeling better, and I'm with my
Good.
buds, and
That's
that feels very good. So. I don't know what you guys are seeing on your loading screen, but I'm looking at somebody who looks like an absolute fucking nerd.
I'm seeing with the text, "Don't let him drag you down," a guy getting absolutely like yanked into the biggest spider web I've ever seen.
Find us. We're doomed. We can't expect anyone to rescue us.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Oh, I can summon a ball of lasers.
What? That sounds good.
Things with their eyes.
The cooldown is a lot.
They're able to attack something.
Ooh, Bloodstorm can fire 2 now. Okay.
Oh wow, this thing lasts a long time.
We got us a game. Okay. This is a much better weapon, Dan.
Let's kill all aliens.
I realize we set a low bar on what constitutes a better weapon after that last time, but like, oh boy.
Oh, yep. Turns out, when you only have 14 health, running directly at the enemies is not correct.
Let's get down to
down.
business.
Yeah. To defeat the frogs. Anyone wants to help me sing the
Nope.
song?
Again, you got this. You're carrying it. The people love it.
The chat is going wild.
Ah, they're
Wow.
so angry.
Also,
That's
a
kind of
good
an
way,
interesting-
a good thing to do with these guys. Oh, I'm a coming. Is don't stop shooting until you see the green for on the dot for where they like drop stuff.
Good idea.
That helped me a lot in the playthrough.
Oh, look at these little guys, little itty bitty
Thank you.
feet. Oh, frog guy just got little itty bitty webbed feet, huh?
Just like us.
Yeah, just like us.
Headshots can kill aliens instantly. It's too hard to shoot one in the head. Protect the body. Try to knock them down.
Oh gosh.
It's too hard to hit the head with our massive explosion weapons. We're idiots, you see, and we don't know how to use guns.
I'm so surrounded.
There are... Oh, God. Just like an armor crate wedged inside a building.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
Eat laser ball.
That, yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God. It is I who's eating the laser ball.
Aliens have started moving. The number of
I too ate laser ball.
is decreasing.
Oh boy.
Good. Attention to the units in the city. The bulk of the alien army has left the region. Now is your chance.
We're not
If I
sad
can get
chat.
to that.
Defeat the
Health
surrounding
pack.
enemies and secure the escape route.
Jones.
Oh
Alright,
my
I
God.
have 2 health. I have 2 health.
Me too. Talk, dude.
Ah, twinsies.
Well, good news. I got them focused on me, so.
Thank you.
All right, I got a carpet bombing situation coming in.
Oh, Jesus. Man, you want to know the messed up game I've been playing recently?
Huh.
StarCraft 2.
This is a special news
I
flash.
remember
We've
some
learned
weeks
that
ago
the
you mentioning you were
aliens
kind of
that
like
appeared
dipping
in
back into
Europe
that.
look like
Yeah.
humans. They walk on two
It's
feet,
Like
Why?
competitive or just
use
single?
tools with two
He
hands.
just walked
I
around
mean-
the corner and was like,
Their language.
I
Like,
was
I'm playing the
summoning a mech,
I'm playing the
man.
ranked
Groups are
mode,
planning to negotiate
uh,
with the aliens.
which is
If a
something I've never
negotiation
actually
could
done
take
before.
place, we might
But it's
be
just
able
it's
to
just
resolve
so
the conflict
weird to like
peacefully.
dip back into this time capsule that is like,
I bet.
I mean, it's not really that old, but like it's from a different era.
Yeah.
I'm surrounded
I never
It's just
really did
subscribe-
engaged in competitive StarCraft, but the single player I enjoyed a lot.
Hold your fire.
Oh yeah, the single player stuff is great. It's I mean like the RTS I mean like it's actually like interesting playing it back now that I work on a MOBA because it's just like so clearly the same thing.
Humans.
Yeah, yeah.
With their eyes. We can use this against
It's just like, oh yeah, like this clearly came from StarCraft.
when they attack us. Just hide in the shadows of
Oh god. Oh okay. Well, I'm
Whoa.
dead.
What's going on with that frog? What is going on with that frog? It's just pinwheeling. It's whoa.
Did I like observe you guys somehow?
No. Because we can
I
revive.
failed.
Oh god, frogs, please.
About to enter the air combat area again.
I'm sorry.
Hang on.
Thank you.
How do I help you? There we go. Press the vehicle button.
Yeah, you know,
There
the
we go.
vehicle button.
You know.
Okay, time to go.
slow them down. Even so, still buy us some time.
Class? Did he just say class dismissed? Mm-hmm. It's like, sir, you are a soldier now. You haven't been in school in 30 years. Like, oh god, oh, there's so many guns. Yeah. Well, the thing about StarCraft 2 that's so wild to me is that it's like, I mean, not only did they, like, they just went full in on, like, esport, right? It's like, that game is straight up and down not playable by mortal human beings.
Yeah.
But, like, one, the fact that they thought that was a good idea was wild, and it's, like, very clearly a relic from a different period of time. But it's also, like, this very cool, like, the systems at play are so deep and interesting as a result that, like, yeah, like, actually, the three races do approximately the same thing in incredibly different ways, and it's all semi-balanced is crazy to me.
I do really love that.
Yeah, it's like, what is every race has the same stuff, but it's like, yeah, your workers work differently from these workers that work differently from these workers, and like everything, like there's just no comparables anywhere. It's so cool.
And yet it is just so, like, the balance on it is just so exquisitely tuned.
Yeah. I'm not even sure that it is balanced, but it's just so hidden behind all of the different, like, plays and counterplays that it's like, what? Oh. It's just so hidden behind, like, oh, every unit has a counter, and so it's really just about, like, it's an information game at that point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've had a couple of drinks, so I'm going to start talking about game design very loudly, and I apologize in advance.
That's okay.
Protoss kill ball? That's right. Play Protoss because I have no hands anymore.
I feel like the StarCraft kill ball is the thing I think about most in the times when
This is a special news flash.
Dan and I have been doing, like, kind of Eureka strats in Final Fantasy XIV with
Walk on 2 feet.
like
Use weapons and tools with
30
two
other
hands
people
and
from the
communicate in their language.
Playframe fan Discord.
Mhm.
Many groups are planning
Are they
You
not-
really
are-
can just get into a big murder ball and just tear through a place, and it's
Take place. We might be able
really
to
the only way to fly it out there.
peacefully.
Yep. Is it like a dungeon or like a just a zone?
It is a weird gimmick, like bit of content from a couple of expansions ago that is kind of a like a rose-tinted glasses salute to Final Fantasy XI. Weirdly, it's just kind of like a little independent zone area that functions independently from the game. You level there differently on a different, entirely different experience, growth, and progression there from the rest of the game.
Thank you, Jones.
I'm trying.
You're doing great. I'm gonna go get Floyd. Oh God. Oh, what's this frog doing here?
Falling. They're so goofy. I love them.
Is it really impossible to open talks with the aliens?
Look at their frogs. Of course, it's impossible to open talks with them. Are you insane?
They look just. What do you mean they're? Sorry, I'm gonna continue this bit the entire stream.
That's okay.
That's okay.
Thanks for the heads up, by the way.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a random thought that I kind of had this week, and I feel like we're all gonna have similar answers given our name, but I'm curious. So, like,
Okay.
I feel like everybody, or like a lot of folks, have their name lends themselves to some like really obvious reference or nickname joke that a stranger or a person who meets you and learns your name is most likely to immediately jump to that joke in their brain, right?
Can you give me an example?
So for me, a child like growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, when Karate Kid had come out, I got called Daniel-san by a lot of random people. I'm curious, as Dan's, like either based on your first or last name, are there any like just super obvious, or like Pink Floyd is another one that like people go to a lot, like Floyd, oh, like Pink Floyd, like the band, like that sort of thing, like just the very quick, easy, obvious name-based reference or joke. I'm wondering if either of you have had that sort of thing. I think the thing that made me think this was like I'd had the thought of like, Dan, if you had gotten into just like any kind of like Jones, if you'd gotten into being a doctor of any sort, then literally 3 or 4 times a day, I think you would have to deal with Indiana Jones, like sort of Dr. Jones. Yeah, sort of, right? Like nonstop. It would make you want to quit forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I still get that. I still get
incapable of
Indiana
getting a
Jones
PhD.
references.
Yeah.
You're getting that anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One I also got a lot of was, which is kind of why I go as Dan Jones by like some people only say my first and last name, is because of the rapper Mike Jones, because that was right around the end of high school for me, going into college and stuff.
Huh.
When he became popular. And
that makes sense around that time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never made that connection. I just did that in our friend group because of necessity.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, my I had like there were a bunch of Dans in my school, and so because my last initial was E, there was like the temptation to call me Danny. Like, oh, there's one's Dan, one's Daniel, one's Danny.
Yeah,
I hated being called Danny.
Yeah, I always hated Danny as well. I'm more okay with it
nowadays. I can't think of any like
but
names that are like, oh no, this is the thing that like made fun of my name. I guess my dad apparently got called like Eminem for like Emmons. Eminem was like the thing, and he hated that, but I never got that. I got called Emu for a while. I don't think that was related to my name though. Maybe just people being a jerk.
I like the creativity though. That's not one that I'd have thought of right away.
Yeah, that
Respect
was.
to whoever came up with that one.
Yeah, no, he's good. I like him. He went to my wedding. He was there. He was great.
Oh, nice.
Good job, Tyler. That frog just launched into space. Back from whence he came. Oh man, Persona 3 Reloaded is coming out next year.
Oh jeez, that's
Yep.
Did you guys play the original?
Yeah.
No, I'm That's gonna be my first playthrough.
Awesome. I'm excited to hear what you think,
Yeah.
especially given what I'm sure, like the quality of life improvements. I'm sure they'll be continuing to add.
Yeah.
Did you play 5, Jones?
I did. I played 5 and 4.
Okay. What were you? Okay. All right. I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna make the internet hate you. What are your thoughts? 4 versus 5. Go.
Honestly, I liked 4 and 5 a lot. I think the I will say straight up, I hate the combat in Persona games.
Okay.
It's fine, but it's just like, especially in 4, I hated the dungeons because it's just like, here's a hallway, here's a fight, here's a hallway, here's a fight, here's a hallway, here's a fight. 5 I liked a little bit more of the combat just because of the quality of life, and it was a little flashier, so it was fun. I was told that the old Persona games, you don't get to control like your teammates, so that was also a big plus of having that. I think I don't know, the stories felt very similar, not in like
Yeah, I mean, like, loosely every Persona game is about being a teenager, going to school, and then killing God eventually.
yeah. I did like, okay, so you're stealing the heart. What was the thing you were doing in 4?
In 4, you've got the Midnight Channel going on.
Yeah, 4
and
was
sort of like
Scooby-Doo.
the mystery, going on in that small town. And 5 has the stealing hearts, phantom thieves in the city, just in the city area.
Also, hey Barry, thank you for the raid. I'm
Hey,
joined by Dan
Barry.
and Dan. We're playing some EDF and we're just talking about Persona and my thoughts on 4 and 5. I liked them a lot. You know what I don't like? Persona 4, Yosuke is the worst character ever.
Yosuke is pretty take it or leave it. I like Yosuke a lot more when I realized they wrote a gay relationship for him that they ended up cutting. But
he's the absolute despicable character. Hate him. A lot of his stuff is really not aged well.
Yeah.
That is the thing that frustrates me about Persona. Is like I would love them more. It's just they seem like they've got so much youthful energy about them.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like something that should be, of all of the RPGs coming out, like the ones that are the most open-minded and progressive and forward-thinking, and all of them are without fail full of just some level of transphobia, homophobia, like just something, like every time, and it feels so out of place, and it bums me out.
It really does. I mean, one of the things that I really liked about 4 is Kanji's arc, right? Like it landed in this, right? Yeah. It actually says important shit about that character, and it's a very, it's not like explicitly said, but like his arc of accepting himself and like what that game is all about, right? Is very, very cool. I mean, like the way that I think of the Persona series is like 3 is the best thematically, 4 is the best characters, and 5 has the best literally everything else for the most part, because it's like an actual modern video game and it's stylish. I'm so stoked to see if they like bring 3 up to the modern stage, because like 3 is a treat. Like it. Every Persona game has like a really good like dichotomy is how I look at it. It's like 3 is life and death, 4 is truth and lies, and 5 is freedom and slavery.
I like that.
These are my pet theories. I love Persona.
That's a good
I
pet
thought
theory.
a lot about Persona. I think a lot about Persona.
I'm curious. I've not played any of the ones before 3, and I've heard just and they're interesting, but I know they're also very, very different. Have you dove into those?
I've tried. I mean, it is very different. Like the thing that I just find this very fascinating as a game designer, right? It's like the idea of how do you connect emotional moments to game mechanics in a way that enhances both as opposed to detracts from them, right? It's like it's very easy to do like you can pull. Sorry, I'm gonna get really close to the mic. You can pull the trigger. You can end this person's life. What do you do? And it's like, I don't care. Nobody cares. Like, this is a stupid choice to make. So like anything that like can actually make a like connect with characters in a way and say something meaningful about the characters and reinforce that with like game mechanics is very, very interesting to me. So like a lot of the social links in 3, I think, were so much more impactful because of the stakes of the game and like the simply by like putting, I guess I don't want to spoil too much for Jones, but it's like because the themes that game deals with are so like consistent throughout, right? Like every social link on some respect is dealing with the theme of life and death. And like that feeds back into the main character and like even though they kind of are like the empty shell, they actually do have like this history and this past to it.
The monsters are taking orders from the aliens.
So I guess to go back to the original question, like Persona 1 and 2 are good video games, but they like, because they don't have like social links as a system were kind of the thing that was like transformative about that game series, right? It's like, hey, this is the thing that like we're actually connecting these emotions and mechanics that you care about, and that like made a connection of the loop that I hadn't seen before, of like, hey, you care about these characters because of the stat bonuses you get and the personas that you get, and then also, by the way, now you're invested in these characters' stories, like GG.
Yeah, I very much agree. I have tried the older Persona games, and that the like character is what makes all of the Persona games sing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
And 1 and 2 are like not as focused on character in like nearly to the same degree, and they just feel so much less engaging for it. Even though I know they've got elements in it that I would still like. The core shows up in 3.
Yeah. Well, it's just like, what was I was watching some, I forget the channel's name. I'll look it up after this match, but like, just like retrospectives on older games and like Chrono Trigger and some of the other, so some of the more like, you know, what makes a timeless game? What makes games that people like think about for like years and years and years? And it does come down to like, you know, Last of Us is a good story, but it's really not doing anything transformative with the media or with the medium. And like, you know, existing in a world where you have like movies that have like hundreds of years, like 100+ years of like experience writing interesting stories for that medium, like you're not gonna hit the same level. But like something like Chrono Trigger, where you have control and you make choices in such a way where it actually like feeds into the story and it feeds into your emotional resonance, is like, God, it's so cool. It's just like,
yeah.
Sorry, for everybody who's coming in from the raid, I've had a couple of drinks and I'm just going to talk about game design very belligerently for approximately the rest of the stream, so I apologize in advance. If you want my spicy game design opinions, now's the time to ask.
Listen, I always want your spicy game design.
What spicy opinion do you want me to give you right now, Dan? Holy shit,
like
there's a lot of bugs,
just spicy period or spicy game design?
I don't, whatever you want, Jones. Jones, I'm here for you.
Oh, okay.
I'm feeling better. I'm feeling great now that I've taken my medicine for the first time in a while. Dude, whatever you want is what I'm here for.
I literally just jumped right in this ant's mouth.
That's okay. You know what? If that's where you want to be, I support you. I want what's best for you. It's not exactly
where I want to be, you know. I don't know. I don't have any immediate thoughts. I didn't prepare anything, you know.
Floyd, what spicy opinion do you want? While Jones thinks of the spicy opinion he wants.
This feels like it's low level spicy, but it'll be a good like warming up sort of point. What is a game that you love that you also think is terrible?
That's you're right. That is low level spicy. I mean, there's like lots of games that are terrible because they just. I mean, like Majora's Mask is like objectively terrible, right? Like that game is.
Excuse me. Something's happening with Discord. Oh no.
The game is brilliant. It has incredible ideas, and like I fucking love the fact that it popularized this idea of like the time loop game. Oh my god, there's so much brilliant stuff in there. If you give that video game to literally any human on Earth that hasn't played 18,000 hours of video games, it's unplayable. Have you ever watched literally anybody who's not like a Zelda or gamer expert play that video game? It's miserable.
I've never thought of it that way, but
it's
actually,
so bad. You realize what they had to do to the 3DS version to make that thing even remotely approachable? They had to give you a little fucking hut that you could crawl into to get video hints from IGN directly beamed into your head. Because it's like, oh, did you talk to the children? Why would you think to talk to the children? But you need their password to go look at the fucking telescope and get the moon.
I feel like I'm gonna big disagree here.
Okay, all right, let's go, Jones. I'm ready. I'll fight you.
I'm just like, okay, here's a character with all these vivid, interesting characters, and you aren't incentivized to talk to any of them. Why not?
Because there's a time limit. Because the first day has a time limit. So it's like, did you talk to the children soon enough and do all of these weird esoteric stuff?
And then, oh, you played the game once and you can never play it again. Oh, darn, man. You know what else has a time limit? Like every competitive game in existence.
Time limit life. No. Like, I mean, I guess like this is from a modern game design perspective. It is absurd to ask anybody to spend like 2 hours to get nowhere in your video game. And that's kind of why like.
I don't think you need to get anywhere in 2 hours in a video game. If you're having fun exploring, I think you did a good thing. If you're going around going, I don't know what to do, and you refuse to talk to anyone or use any of the items that you're presented with, I think that's your fault. Maybe play a different game.
Do you have fun in Clocktown as a
Yes. I can't hear you, by the way. You're cutting out big time.
Yeah, you started like bugging out a little bit.
I changed literally nothing. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have fun in Clocktown as a Deku scrub?
Yes.
Why?
Because I can walk
your guts and you can't play any of the games and you can't leave the town. You can't do anything.
There's also games specifically for the Deku Scrub in Clocktown.
Like what? You have to shoot a bubble that like doesn't even go straight to like pop a balloon? Dude, you are not gonna find another human on Earth that's like that has been more influenced by Majora's Mask than me. That is not a good first 2 hours, my dog.
Just to interject briefly, I gotta commend you, Evans, because I served you up a softball, and I told you in advance, and you were like, cool, all right, and you stepped up to the plate and you pointed out, not into the into the stands out in the home run zone, you pointed over like to the sidelines at a family of 4. And decided, all right, let's go.
One of you is going to the hospital tonight.
Yeah, no. Like MDH, like there are a lot of very there are a lot of games that are like transformative in terms of their effect on the genre and the medium. Majora's Mask is one of them. They are not good video games that hold up in the same way that a Chrono Trigger is, right? Like, okay, let me ask you that, Jones. Do you think Chrono Trigger is better than Majora's Mask?
No.
Okay. What's it like to be wrong?
I guess.
Okay, well, I'm saying to you, why is it? Why is it better? Because I honestly would not see that. They're both fantastic experiences, but they're very separate.
I feel like I'm getting a little spicy, and I do want to agree with you. Both of those games are fantastic. I love both of those games dearly.
I'm just like
Chrono Trigger does this.
It's just wild to me that like you can present like, oh hey, being as a Deku Scrub in the first 2 hours of the game when you know nothing, like the unknown is interesting to me. And yes, I'm I'm walled off in a lot of situations, but they're all presented with good like reasoning, like, oh, you're a child, you can't leave town, instead of just like, you can't leave because the game said no. Like, and then you get rid of that, and now you have a mask to turn in that thing, and you can use that throughout the entire game, and you're like, oh shit, all the stuff that I've been learning is now a tool that I can use for the rest of the experience. How is that not awesome?
It's so good. It's so great. The thing that I love about Chrono Trigger, right, is that it does the same things as Majora's Mask in terms of like allowing you to discover the world and like understand the stakes and the themes of the game, but it does it naturally over the course of the game in a way that is approachable and understandable. Right? It's like the way that you have to progress in Majora's Mask is by like finding the things that feel unrelated to the experience that you're trying to have. You have to know, I'm going to go talk to that child. Then you have to know that you're going to figure out that you have to like look at these things, and you get to explore them, and you and it's like pretty it's
real
pretty
quick.
good, but like go ahead.
In that mind, how do I know to go to the fair or progress anything in Chrono Trigger?
And is engaged in combat now. Go join them now.
So like the fair is literally right. You know how to get to the overworld because you know how to get over your house. You know that there's like points of interest to go to the next thing, right?
The opening cutscene did also kind of direct you to like, look at all these fireworks going off near this place.
Yeah, like Majora's Mask does this thing of like, it puts you in a spot that is very fun to explore, and it does a really good job of setting up this world, right? It's like, hey, there's this moon thing that's falling, and there's this
Oh
fair.
yeah, like
and there's...
I get all that, but I'm just saying like, how do I get from point A to point B? Because
point A to point
you can't
B
use
is-
the argument of talking to NPCs because it's exactly what you're supposed to do in Majora's Mask.
No, you don't even have to talk to NPCs in Chrono Trigger, right? You literally just follow the affordances that are provided by the structure of the game, right? Here's a linear path to follow that doesn't feel like a linear path because we put a bunch of small mini games on each side of them.
And there's also like not a
pretty
lot
sure
of
you
options
have to
available
talk
to
to
you
NPCs.
in Chrono Trigger. Like you can try wandering some other places. There's either nothing there or you're blocked for the most part. Just fewer options available. It is
Sounds
kind
an
of
awful
interesting
lot
thinking of it
like
this
not
way.
being
Like,
able to leave Clocktown as a Deku scrub to me.
like, it's
Well, no, no,
interesting
like-
'cause, I feel like I would never ever like if someone was going to play Zelda for the first time, I would never direct them to Majora's Mask as the first one. While at the same time, as someone who is familiar with Zelda and kind of has the understanding of the base, that ground level understanding, that makes Majora's Mask fascinating and interesting and great. Like I'm wondering like if there's
It's difficult to provide artillery backup.
Majora's Mask is a great fourth Zelda game.
Possible to offer
Yeah,
artillery support
like-
now.
there's definitely other Zelda games I would recommend first just because of how unusual and weird and
It's difficult to provide artillery
just
backup.
unconventional it is in so many different ways.
Yeah, like
But in the
Chrono
same sort of
Trigger.
ways, I think about, not to pivot the discussion too hard, but like Baldur's Gate 3 is phenomenal and also terrifyingly daunting. Like the only thing that's making it that gets me over the hump of being able to like navigate in this is that I know D&D rules basically. And if I didn't have that already, I would there's so much to, it's all of D&D. You have
Yeah.
to learn all of D&D to play this game well. And I don't know that like, it definitely makes it way less approachable and newcomer friendly by a huge stretch. But I have difficult time like making me think that makes it any worse overall.
Yeah, I mean, like, I said it spicy because Dan wanted a spicy opinion. Majora's Mask is not a bad game, but if you think about it in terms of like, if I were to show these two games to a child and somebody with like no opinions, and which one would they tell me was bad? They would tell me Majora's Mask was bad because there's a time limit and they would fail the first loop, and it would be like super unfortunate. They would be super sad about it. But yeah, no, I will defend Majora's Mask to the death. I just, apparently like making Dan Jones upset. I apologize for that.
You're totally good. I'm not upset. I like.
Okay, yeah, I Jones.
Real quick, just
Jones,
as a
I love
side
you.
note,
You're great.
I literally cannot do anything on this mission.
I was wondering because I was like gonna use my big missile. That's like shoot a big missile in the air that then drops 50 missiles down on them. There's no air. The
Yeah.
missile just sort of hits the ceiling and disappears.
Literally
So-
every single thing I have does nothing.
Provide artillery backup under the current situation.
We'll make this work.
Man, I miss talking about game design all the time.
and exterminate the monsters. The situation inside the cave is unclear.
I'm just being sassy because I like being sassy. Why not?
Yeah, that's what the internet wants.
This
They want
mission
some
is
sass.
very dangerous. But if we don't step in, they will certainly
Kudos to the both of you managing to bring spice
Yeah.
when no one
Is
came
there any-
prepared.
Is there any other spicy questions from the
yeah, what-
Dans or the chat?
Yeah,
Yeah, Chad,
what-
if y'all have any good spicy questions,
I'm ready.
to
And by
suggest.
ready, I mean ready to destroy my career.
Wingdivers headed inside to scout. They should be somewhere nearby. Meet up with them as soon as you can.
Favorite Pokemon game? Silver.
That's the correct answer.
Ooh, that's like with so many different choices. I find it like actually quite neat and interesting that is the choice both
It's
of you
it's
come to.
purely subjective. Like the best Pokemon game is honestly probably still like in a vacuum is probably Violet Scarlet. But like for me, just like I will never ever in my life forget that moment when I beat the Elite Four as it like the Elite Four on in Gold Silver, and then they were like, "Hey, y'all want to go back to Kanto and have an entire other adventure?" And I was like, "Wait, you mean just like replay Red and Blue again, right?" And they were like, "No, we redid the whole thing." And I was like, "Oh, I love you forever."
That makes sense.
Yeah,
That's good.
it's like that's a bonkers move that will never ever be done again. It's like the perfect storm of like engineering ingenuity of proving of like making something that like should be impossible possible, and like also just exactly what you want of just like, you know, it happens at a point where you're not done with the Pokemon game. It's like well, I guess it's over. I mean, I really wanted to play more Pokemon, but you know, it's over, I guess. It's like, no, idiot. I'm about to blow your goddamn 12-year-old mind.
I think that's super cool that both of you like answered the same in that.
And thank
Well,
God,
regardless
because
of
I don't know
whichever
that me and Jones's friendship could hold
We couldn't
handle
take
another
two more
disagreement.
disagreements. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like some really just important foundation. This is a load-bearing answer.
Yeah, realistically, we saved a friendship tonight.
Yeah. I think one of the things that still stands out with at least just Gen 2, like Crystal, Heart, Soul, Silver, like all those, the kind of the same game. But I think it still stands out as the best Pokemon plot that's been done. And I don't think we'll see that really again. Like maybe Scarlet Violet was a step in the right direction for me
Yeah.
of like going back to like just kids doing kid shit. Granted, they're towards the end it gets a little not kid shit, but it's
Oh,
just like
interesting, yeah.
your rival's just a guy who stole a Pokemon and doesn't know how to train it, and you're just going through the gyms and that's it. Like, yeah, there's Team Rocket stuff that you can do. That's like a nice like side dungeon, and it's you like the first bit of it is you investigating it with one of the like Elite Four members, so it feels a little more like you happen to be in the right place at the right time kind of thing, rather than just like a kid going and taking on the Mafia by themselves.
Yeah, I actually like Gold Silver because of the things that I remember about that, and I've never really gone back and played it again. Like I've never really gone back and done the Heart Gold Soul Silver. Like I was never able to find a copy at the time when I wanted one. So like I remember the Slowpoke well, right? Like I remember like the story things that I remember, like the things that made me like expanded my understanding of the Pokemon universe. Just like, oh yeah, actually, it is kind of weird how they hunt this Pokemon for their tails, and that's kind of fucked up, isn't it? And then also just like the systemic stuff, right? It's like oh, and now you have to go to the game on Friday to get this item from Frida or whatever their names were. And there was a day-night cycle, and just like it made the game feel so much more alive that it like expanded my view of what was possible in video games.
We are definitely lost.
Yeah.
I'm killing
This
bugs.
is my
I don't
best
know what you guys
mobility
are
is I
doing.
can roll
Oh.
sideways.
What the heck are the aliens doing?
What the heck are they doing?
They're fucking mauling me over here.
Underground. Are you saying that there will be more monsters?
Let me summon
Not
my
your
mech
friend.
underground.
Reproduce underground.
Does that work?
Nope.
Think about it.
Well,
I could throw it out and it goes, request denied.
request denied. You're in a cave.
You're in a
idiot.
cave, dude.
All right.
I've yelled enough about Pokemon on streams though. It's like whenever he like comes back to Pokemon, it's just like, yeah, here's my like quick thought. I've yelled enough.
That's me with Final Fantasy and probably at this point Kingdom Hearts also. Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic. I was gonna say
Like what else can I say about it?
that hasn't been recorded for posterity in a video with 1 million+ views.
Eating this frog leg. Delicious. What would be the best primary edition to add to the next Pokemon game?
Huh.
Frames. Sorry.
Oh shit.
This is Fencer. I just sent the location to you.
You know what I would honestly like?
The follow-on forces are headed to your
I would love to see like the old school Safari zones come back, where it's just like here's this entire environment, and you can't fight. It's just kind of explore and hunt these like hard to find critters, kind of thing, as an alternative to finding a specific Pokemon. More development time, yeah. That's the real answer. Well, that's not gonna happen.
I'm guessing not. I'm curious. I'd like they on the one hand Scarlet Violet sold better than I think any other Pokemon game, which was already bonkers records that nobody's beating. Then again, I don't think they've ever gotten this kind of critical reaction, and I don't know if it's going to be enough to like outweigh the fact that they sold that bonkers well. But at a certain point, that critical reaction is going to start influencing things somewhat on the financial end.
Yeah.
So I am curious
think-
if they will actually do something different this time.
I think critical reaction tends to be a game behind, right? Like you're not going to see the numbers as it affects Pokemon Scarlet Violet, but a bad review of Scarlet Violet will affect the next game, right? It's like,
yeah.
oh, everyone's going to buy that game the first time it comes out, and if the reviews are bad, oh well. But if that game is bad, then nobody will buy the one after that.
Yeah.
Generally, I think that's how it goes, but I'm not an expert in like game sales or I'm not an expert in like game sales metrics and things like that. I could
makes a lot of
see,
sense,
yeah. I mean, like the thing about Scarlet Violet is it's like very easy to poke holes and it looks bad and it does not look great. But it also does what it needs to do, which is show you a bunch of Pokemon in the overworld doing their Pokemon thing. It's like, you wander around the world and you see a bunch of Pokemon, and it's like that's it. Stop there. You've solved it. It's like all it needs to do is feel like a living world with all these cool creatures with great art direction, and you're done. And like it's hard to render 18 of them at the same time, and it's hard to like make textures so that the game doesn't like lag out, and they didn't do a great job of it in this game. But at the same time, it's also like, it's hard to do, and they did what they needed to, right? Like 12-year-old me would have had his mind blown by this game.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're going for. And the people who are critics of the game now played the game when they were 10. and they want better for the franchise, and they're not wrong, but it's also like was never their market plan.
Yeah, yeah. Ow.
How's it going, guys? Because I'm just dancing.
There are certainly a lot of bugs.
There are a lot of bugs.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. You guys are doing work.
Could you actually give me another one of those dances? Very helpful.
Yeah,
by
there
the
you
way.
go. There you go. I'm breaking it
Thank
down
you.
right in the middle of the battlefield for you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, they got me.
Can you give me a song?
I got
Can you
yanked
sing
off
a
the
little something
stage.
for me?
Yeah, you want some?
Yeah. Infantry, we are the alpha team with passion and camaraderie.
Oh, God.
I didn't expect so many enemies inside.
That mankind should still exist down here in paradise.
Were all those monsters born inside the cave?
Oh, here's another good prompt. Indie game you think needs the most love, which you could take that like a lot of different ways.
Yeah,
To narrow
you
it,
could.
to narrow, how would we narrow that down?
Needs the most. I'm gonna take that as indie game that needs the most like AAA support behind it to be an incredible like cultural moment.
Ooh, I like that. All right. Think.
I've forgotten every video game that exists.
Yeah. So Undertale would not benefit from
No.
that budget, right? It would be actively bad.
Yeah,
Plus the
like,
thing
what
is that like all the good indie games worked within their limits so well that they are complete packages. So really what you want is an indie game that like was too ambitious for its goals, but the heart was in the right spot, right?
Yeah, like it, which
A game that
effectively means
tried
we're looking
too
for an
much.
indie game that's a solid like B minus, but has potential to be greater.
Oh, I got a lot of weapons. I'm gonna ponder that while I use the bathroom. I will
Okay.
return shortly.
All right.
I'm literally going through my Steam library now.
You know what? We got a moment. I'm going to do that too.
Just doing a little scroll here.
We're giving this some proper thought.
Yeah, it is hard because I feel like a lot of indie games that I love and that hit me well, like I don't want them to have like a bigger team or bigger budget. Like I would like them to get more money, obviously, but like I think they kind of like my gut goes with like maybe like some kind of like crafting survival kind of game to just like flesh out
Yeah.
the rest of the experience, you know. This isn't
Yeah.
my answer, but like I played recently this game Stranded Deep, and it was like the first like few hours are so strong with its like you're crafting, you're doing all this stuff, and then it just like they just stopped because they were like no one's gonna get this far kind of thing. There's
Yeah.
some boss fights that are not satisfying.
Yeah, like I feel like any indie game that it's kind of the same as you said, any indie game that I love probably doesn't have this problem. What were the ones that like, looking back through my library, there have been plenty that were met on how many of those would actually have maybe soared if they had proper, but maybe which ones were too ambitious.
Can I change it to say which indie game should have had less support?
That does sound like a spicy answer. Let's hear.
Dave the Diver.
Oh, is it? Is that one maybe a little too much support? Is it too?
Oh yeah, they had a great idea and they ruined it.
Oh boy.
It's one of those things that they were like, at some point it went from like, hey, let's do this fun diving thing to like, how many game genres can we sneak in this experience? And they all suffered. Like every single one of them was unsatisfying.
That is rough. There's a version of that where you're just kind of, you got constant variety and they never really let you get bored. if they're all working and interesting and they ideally work well, nice together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It basically like here's my first, 2 ideas of diving and managing this restaurant. What if the back 3/4 of the game aren't really dealing with that at all? Like it feels more like you have to do that because time's passing, so I might as well do them. Versus like, I want to manage my restaurant and dive and find new creatures, but it's like that's not what the game's about anymore.
Aw. It is a rare sort of case. Like it feels like it'd be even harder to find an answer for like what games should have had a lower, should have aimed lower.
You straight up and it's one of my new favorite games, Inscription. I think it should have just been Act 1. Like the Casey's Mod expansion for it is just Act 1, and I think it would have been a better game if it was just Act 1. But
fascinating. All right.
I enjoyed the rest of the game. It's just so hard because it's like, if you presented me just that, it's like, here is this top tier, I wouldn't change a thing about it, versus like take a Mario Odyssey level and you're like, I'm having fun, I'm playing Mario, and then like you go to World 2 and it's like Sonic 06 and you're like, oh. Well, the first part was really fun. It's not that bad. I'm just being
mentioning of Sonic actually is interesting. I can't decide if that's one that needs more budget or if it's one that it's a studio that just needs to aim lower. And the problem is they're just like, you're trying to fight in a higher weight class than you literally have the resources to do.
They're like trying to fit Sonic in like a not Sonic shaped hole, and it's like, just put him in the right hole. That's all we want. You appreciate the ambition of Inscription? Oh, I do too. It's one of those, like, looking back on it, I enjoy the full experience. In the moment, I despised it. I was just like waiting to get back to the part I liked, and then I was like, oh, that's not coming back. Then I was like, okay, I can accept the game kind of thing. Which is, I think, the gamble when you do that kind of stuff in games of like, it's like, here's a reason we're moving on from this point, and like here it's a new system or approach or something. It could be like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing moment. But if you have those people that are attached to the beginning, that first section a lot, and don't enjoy the second section, they're gonna remember that like abandonment, I feel, more than the like.
Who did we abandon?
God.
Me.
I was talking about Inscription of like getting so attached to Act 1, and then when you start Act 2, it doesn't matter like how good Act 2 was. It wasn't Act 1, which made me resent it, you know?
Yep.
I feel like the best answer I can find for this one isn't even an indie game. I just think it's like, it's a kind of past B game that has never quite landed, and maybe this could be pulled off as an indie thing too.
Phantom Dust, I agree.
That's actually a good answer too.
Continue. Sorry.
I've never heard of that
like
game.
Chibi Robo, I think actually has a nugget of gold under there that the game didn't quite get at, that it feels like it needs either a much more focused indie team or just like it needs kind of Nintendo direction on it to like sand all the very rough edges off. I don't think it's ever going to get another chance at that. I think its moment's done. I should hit okay, huh?
I wouldn't say no.
I'm still like kind of digging through my game library here, just thinking like,
Yeah, I did a quick
interesting
scroll
one.
and like nothing's jumping out at me.
You guys kill all the bugs. I gotta look through Steam.
Also, I'm gonna mute you guys for just a second.
Okay.
Hey, chat. Thanks for hanging with us today. Sorry, it's hard to keep up with chat and chat with the Dans, but thank you so much for the raids. If you stuck around, I really appreciate you. Hope you're having a good weekend. And I care about you. That's right, you in specific. Okay, let's going back to the dance. I'm back.
He's back.
Hello.
Professional monster exterminators. But don't let your guard down. You'll be dead if you get hit by the acid. Target confirmed.
They're coming this way! Incited! Die, you!
Oh, now bugs are pondering interesting questions.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I appreciate the warning. It's much better than finding out later.
Whoops.
I do really appreciate that you two just literally have a danger puddle button.
Yep. that is all I got.
Urgenus is on the run. This area is
I
on
also
top
love-
of the escape route.
Big thanks to whoever it was in chat. I forgot your name. I apologize. Who recommended the Bloodstorm? Because every time this levels up, it lets me fire. Like it adds a missile that I'm firing in a single volley to this, which just really amps up the damage this thing can do.
Friend has arrived.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Looks like it was you. Thank you. You were right. This one's fun. But now there's a Godzilla.
Bombing complete. Preparation for
Urgenus will
Oh, look at him.
indeed pass through this area.
Don't tell me it will pass through.
Oh, he's coming right at me. Okay.
It's too big. It's unlike any other monster we've seen before. It's deceptively.
What is a good indie game that would need this?
Have we gotten the super fast lock-on upgrade yet? No, I don't think we're gonna be able to use that missile in an effective strategy.
Citizens are in danger. You
Yeah, not anytime soon.
enemy before the tanks arrive.
Would EDF benefit from a bigger budget?
I mean, it certainly would.
I feel like it would, right? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
I guess that's what Exoprimal is. I don't feel like that's well, to a degree. I don't know if that's getting received super well.
Oh, I'm dead as hell, actually.
Whoa, wow,
Whoops.
you flew a ways, huh?
Yeah, I was watching your body.
Yeah, I'm on
fly.
top of a building. I don't know if y'all can actually get to me.
That that seems like a fixable problem to me.
I can fix that.
Please designate targets. 150 million.
You are no longer on a
Thank you.
building. We're heroes.
It's weird, like, if EDF did get, like, a bigger budget, I would just want, like, it to handle more ants. You know, like, I don't want better graphic ants. I just want more ants, more levels, more different maps, because there's only, like, 5 or 6 maps, I think.
Maybe more some more basic quality of life stuff, just in how it, like, menus and how it how it just handles, like, matchmaking, like grouping up with people and just stuff like that. Not requiring matching caps in search. Little things.
Yeah, like what's a game that would that does something new and intuitive or tells a really good story that would benefit from a higher budget? Like,
I think stuff like, I don't know why now I'm just thinking of old Steam games, but like stuff like To the Moon, where it's like very much like an RPG maker kind of thing.
yeah.
I'm like, I could see that being brought in a different light, but same story. Because I don't think the look and aesthetics of that game do any favors, even though it's a great story.
Yeah, it's like that one.
I could see that.
Like an art direction failure in a way.
Yeah. Or just like a limitation, right? That they didn't maybe know how to get past. Also, like, because my stuff works on reloading by kills, like, I just don't have access to half my stuff. but I can shoot a big laser at him.
Have you tried simply killing the dinosaur?
Hmm.
Oh God.
Well, my strongest single target weapon requires being in melee range, so let's see how this goes.
Good luck.
Hey, Godzilla, could you hold still? Hey, I just got near your foot.
Sir, please.
You're halfway across town.
DE-202 to ground units. Please designate attack targets.
He just jumped the other half across town. Stop.
He's like, he knows what's up. Whoa, that was a lot of blood that just spawned around me.
Ranged weapons it is, okay. I can move just fast enough to get to where he was right as he leaves. Are there particular... Oh, there are particular weak points. Yeah, aiming for those spikes. I see. Okay.
Leader. Enemy confirmed. Understood. Commence attack. Support the infantry and protect the tanks. To air raids. I'll wait for instruction up here.
Eat laser. Oh,
He's
no,
lasering
I-
you now.
I just got lasered already.
You got very lasered.
He heard the sass.
He real did. Yeah.
I love the timing of that.
Oh boy.
This is DE-202. We are flying to the ground unit.
It's worth it, chat.
This is DE-202. We are flying to the ground unit.
What other spicy questions can we debate and lose all internet cred any ever established off of?
Chad, you've come up with some pretty good prompts thus far.
DE-202 to ground units. Please designate attack targets. DE-202 to air raids. I'll wait for instruction up here.
Is Wind Waker a bad Zelda?
No.
Yes.
No.
Next question.
This is DE-202. We are flying to the ground units again. DE-202 to ground units. Please designate
All questions have to be spicy. Yes. You check the time. 10:30 at night. Absolutely, all questions have to be spicy.
What game is jank and broken but also perfect? This one?
Dad.
You're looking at it.
Yeah, this one. I mean, it's the games that intend to be, right? Octodad.
Yeah. Wow.
They have a genre for this.
I should play Octodad again. It's been a while.
It's a good game. That one. Kill that one.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, I've been shooting the buildings this whole time.
Oh.
Favorite Mario spin-off?
Ooh.
Super Mario RPG?
Good answer.
It's favorite, so this isn't really a spicy question because I can't be wrong.
That's true. Well,
In which case, I say with much more confidence, Super Mario RPG. Thousand Year Door, actually, yeah, that one's very good. I think I like that better than SMRPG.
Ooh, there's a somewhat spicy one, even though there's few options to work with. Worst Supergiant game. It's more challenging than spicy, really.
I'm gonna say Transistor just because it's short. That's the only reason I'm giving it.
So I don't have a good answer for this, but of all the Supergiant games, I've only played one of them once.
Yeah.
It was
Is it Pyre?
Transistor. It was
Oh.
Transistor.
Interesting. Pyre's the only one I haven't gotten to yet.
I still haven't played Pyre. It's on my list. But I've heard from a few friends it's their favorite, so I'm excited to give it a try. I love all of them, but I do remember playing through Transistor and just being like, oh, it's over. Like, it felt like it was a very short experience.
They had some good design ideas for the combat. I also really liked their, just like obviously the vibe and the narration is just incredible as always. But yeah, it was just kind of a one and done. Like, oh, I did it. Okay, cool. I'm good.
I like how neither of you continued the the Wind Waker questioning.
Well, it's because I finished the Wind Waker question.
Jones,
No,
are you
Wind
of opinion that Wind Waker is...
I think it's a pretty subpar zone.
Really?
Yeah, I think its dungeons are fantastic, and the parts of the overworld that are fantastic, but the fact that it doesn't have a really interesting world to explore, kind of pushes it back for me.
I do think like it is.
If we're talking
definitely
just
vibes
dungeons,
for,
it's incredible.
like vibes for Wind Waker are exquisite, but like of all the Zelda games, it's not my favorite one to play, but it's one I very much enjoy being in.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I mean, I also played Phantom Hourglass, so I'm fine with the gameplay. But no, I think that like agree that the world of Wind Waker is very sparse and that like the places really don't have a ton of interest to them. I do think that like the characters kind of make up for it in a lot of ways. That like I do like the pirate crew and I like the little leafy boys and I like the sages and the boat is cute and everything. Like I agree that like especially the GameCube version was oh, okay, turns out my machine gun will explode me if I shoot it at a wall close to me.
Oh no.
Best pirate sailing game? Sea of Thieves.
Probably. I've never played Sea of Thieves, but I assume it is Sea of Thieves. I don't play a lot of pirate sailing games. I should though.
I have never played it, but I do want to try at some point playing Black Flag. Because I've heard that is also a very fun pirate time.
It sounds like as soon as they actually, if they ever finish and release the pirate one they've been working on, it sounds like, or at least it seemed like that was the game they were making to try to actually lean further into the stuff, the piratey stuff that Assassin's Creed 4 was doing. But that definitely made Assassin's Creed 4 the most fun one to play.
So these are some good ones. What do you say, like, what console in general would you say is your favorite? Nostalgia boosting is welcome. Game Boy Advance.
N64.
Just Game Boy Advance had everything.
I never owned a Game Boy Advance.
It had all, if we're just talking pure nostalgia, it's like Golden Sun, a bunch of Pokemon. Did it actually have a bunch of Pokemons? It had Ruby Sapphire, which were good Pokemons.
It had some good Pokemons, yeah.
Advanced Wars. God, I still have all of my. This is the thing that I've been meaning to like be like absurd adult. I'm gonna blow my money on something as a Game Boy Advance SP. That's the thing that I've been like thinking about nonstop to the point where it's just like, just buy it. You've thought about it for like 2 years. Like it's time. But it is like, there's just so much good stuff in there. The Battle Network games were a lot of fun. It was just like the perfect, like the DS was incredible as well, but it was just like the simplicity of the Game Boy Advance, just like everything was a huge step forward from the Game Boy. You got your Game Boy Advance SP still?
Right, he's
I'm jealous.
leaving.
I had a red Game Boy Advance SP when I was a kid, and I lost it. I've never forgotten about it.
Oh,
And now I will rectify my terrible, 15-year-old mistake or whatever it was. We didn't even kill it. It just ran away. God, we were here for like a half hour.
Yeah,
What are we doing with our
The
lives?
giant kaiju fights are super fun. They're super great. They're my favorite part of the game.
This sucks.
if next time, Dan, you probably don't remember which ones are the kaiju fights, but if you see one coming, let us know so we can gear for it.
Yeah, I should. I should just be like, well, let's just skip this one.
Here's another one. What game is better thought about and remembered rather than played?
Oh boy, that's
Wait,
definitely
what was
some.
it?
What game is better thought about and remembered than played? Which game should you talk about in design discussions, but you should never go back and play because it sucks?
I wouldn't say don't go back and play it, but I will say that, like, my memories of Okami were way fonder than actually playing Okami, and about halfway through Okami, I was definitely
Yes.
ready for Okami to be done.
Yeah, no, Okami is one of those games that's like, you should think about it and enjoy it and play half of it
Yes.
and then stop.
Definitely got every NES game
Disagree.
except for ice hockey. I take it back. Ice hockey is perfect.
There's stuff I will still frequently go to the NES to revisit. Like, obviously any of the Marios. That's it. No.
Even some of the old
Mega Man.
Marios. Like,
And we're done.
Mega Man 2 for specifics.
yeah.
I've revisited Final Fantasy 1 and Dragon Quest 1 a few times. Original Metroid,
Yeah.
honestly, what's the Kirby's Adventure, Kirby Dreamland?
Yeah,
Kirby's
that's
Adventure is pretty good.
It's like,
Yeah.
it's just a great game.
That's actually, that's like a lot of the other ones you mentioned are ones that I feel like I like them, but if I got to play one of those series, I really want to play one that came later because I feel like that's what a lot of them hit their stride. Kirby's Adventure rips though, actually.
Kirby's is so good. There's a Little
the
Mermaid game.
The SNES one does in fact kick ass.
Yeah.
There's a Little Mermaid NES game that I'll still like go play.
Oh, yeah?
It's I don't know why, it's just fun. It's super good. And it's one of those you can play in one sitting and be done with it.
All right, Dan, I've found a good one off for us someday.
Yeah, Little Mermaid, let's go.
We're doing it, man.
Into a full hour episode of you guys just of Jones just absolutely going full in. I've been disconnected from the session. What did I do?
That would work.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
well,
thought
we won't go forward. We'll hold up.
Hold on. I have to enter your incredibly secret passcode.
Yes. There's a bit of like little tiny play frame secret. Emmons and I recorded a little 4 set of episodes like a darn near 8-9 months ago at this point that I've just been sitting on because that's my sort of like it's my in case of emergency break glass. Like if I get sick and I cannot talk into a microphone this week, like God help me, something's going up on this channel. And that's going to be it. And when that happens, y'all have a great week coming up.
I vaguely remember a couple of the things that happened in that playthrough.
It's quite a game.
It is such a game. It is one of the video games of all time.
It really is. I had a great time.
What game do I dislike that everyone else seems to love?
Ooh. When you boil it down, that's the spicy question at its core.
Yeah, I mean, you've just kind of like
You got at the heart of it.
Vampire Survivors.
Yeah, I mean that's a good answer.
It's a good answer.
It's quick and me. I'm sure I have worse answers.
Last of Us. I will not in any way, shape, or form defend The Last of Us. It's like we're gonna tell an emotional story, and in doing so, we're gonna make you miserable, and I hope you like it. And it's like, wow, how brilliant! It's so incredible, and it's like, I don't want to play this. I don't want to spend 20 hours being a sad time boy.
I think that's also a fair answer. Like, I like The Last of Us, but I'm also like, especially in the last 7 or 8 years, I feel like I've been full up on like world's sad enough. I'm not seeking it in my fiction as nearly.
Yeah.
My diet for tragedy and depression in my media has gone down quite a bit.
Yeah.
I'll still enjoy it, but like, or I'll still watch good stuff, but like, it's got to be real good though.
Yeah, I barely even do that. I will take any number of fluffy slice of life, cute anime characters going camping or whatever the hell over any amount of sad boy times.
I kind of like that is generally my preference these days too, for the most part. I'm trying
What
to think.
happens in this show? Nothing bad. Everything's great. These girls just absolutely adore camping. That's all. We're gonna talk about a camping stove for 10 whole minutes. And that, you know, the biggest conflict in this story, they might not get to go camping one day. It might be raining that day. And you know what? God, that's so much better than what's going on. That's right. It's Yuru Camp. Coming to a theater near you. And by theater, I mean Crunchyroll. And by near you, I mean just watch it. Thank you, Naru Hoodie.
You made a very good pitch.
God, getting older whips ass. I just like don't have to give a shit anymore about like any of the other like remember when we used to like, oh God, no, I have to watch the thing that makes me miserable because everyone else is doing it. Like, oh no, I have to pretend to like not like this thing that I like.
You got a good point. Like, there's lots of people who take reaching a certain age and not giving a heck anymore as license to like, oh, I'm just going to start saying awful things. And that, come on, that's uninspired. Get old enough to where you can be like, I'm going to watch real dumb anime and have a great ass time.
Yeah.
And none of y'all can make me stop. Like,
You
that's
literally
living
can't.
life correct.
I'm an adult and I will watch an animated dog be cute for 50 whole minutes. And there's like what are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Oh, I finished speaking of cute dogs, I finished the core Steven universe.
Oh, heck yeah.
This last week.
Oh, excellent.
So I'm through season 5. I haven't watched any of the other adjunct stuff yet, but
Yeah, that's sort of like both the movie and finale season future are also extremely good. If you're still enjoying it at this point, then you definitely should continue.
all right, yeah. It's definitely like, oh no, oh, this is a danger puddle.
That is a puddle and a half.
That
Yep.
certainly is a puddle. The danger pool, really.
Danger Lake.
Barakamon also whips ass. It's like, you
What's
know
his
what's
name?
gonna happen? Barakamon, it's like Calligrapher loses his motivation to do good art and so goes into the country to find himself again.
Ooh.
And then he like just connects with all of the townspeople in this very sparsely populated Japanese island and learns to love his craft again.
That sounds great.
It's so good. Also, the opening theme written by a musical group named Super Beaver, and that's really like the best that I can. Really, what else can I say?
Extraordinary band name. I know I've got games that everyone else loves that I don't. Darn if I
Yeah.
can think of any right now.
It's really, I'm really struggling thinking of anything. I feel like chat would know my answer better, but
What's the public's feelings on Banjo-Tooie?
no one likes it.
I wanted so badly to go into Banjo-Tooie and actually like it. Not really to disagree with Dan, but just to be sort of like, no, I'm going in with this. I'm gonna I'm going with an open mind, and I'm going to appreciate this game for what it is. And darn if what that game is kind of sucks, though. It should be something different.
Yeah.
It
I
doesn't even
wanna
have to
love
be
it. I
Banjo-Kazooie.
wanna.
It's just something different or a better version of itself, honestly. I think there's a good version of itself in there. And this one red ant was definitely a Banjo-Tooie fan. Wow.
Ground units, good luck.
All right, not spicy at all, but first Emmons, then Jones. Absolute favorite anime. Go.
Target confirmed.
I mean, Brotherhood is like the best.
The Full Metal Alchemists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like
I'm
what
gonna go
anime do I
Kimi no
like
Todoke.
disproportionately. I really like Bungo Stray Dogs
Is far from over.
Ooh, I don't
because
even
it
know
has
that
like the
one.
it's like the perfect mix of like
Enemies. The situation is
so my favorite anime trope is
we have the upper but the situation
like
has become stagnant.
incredible genius knows literally everything, and like the entire show is like, holy shit, he predicted 18,000 moves in advance, and every time I'm like, oh yeah. So Bungo Stray Dogs is effectively what if there was a detective agency of superpowered people, all of whom are based on real-world Japanese classical authors, and all of their like special abilities are named after the books and plays that they wrote when they were alive. But also, it actually just kind of fucking whips ass.
Weapon system activate.
It's like it's a bunch of very handsome anime boys that just like, which I really didn't even notice until I went to Japan, and I was like, I wonder if they have any Bungo Stray Dogs merch, and then it was in like the like cute boys section, and I'm like, oh, yeah, actually, as it turns out, a lot of cute boys in that show, huh?
God, I love just the anime industry's willingness to just like take a premise and go.
Yeah,
Don't think twice about it. Go, make it. Like a lot of beauty comes for that way.
sounds like Fate Light. I don't know much about Fate. Fate has I think Fate has a little bit too much anime
God.
bullshit for me. Bungo is just like a good story, and then it just turns out that like the guy who wrote some of the saddest Japanese literature of all time is just like an incredible character and has very heartfelt moments with his buddy who can see the future.
Jones, what about you?
I was probably saying Kimi no Todoke.
Ooh, I don't know that one either.
It's just a cute little slice of life romance kind of thing. I don't know. I
Yeah.
haven't been really enjoying anything else anime lately, besides like slice life and romance. So that's kind of where my head's at.
You've seen Toradora?
Yeah,
Yeah.
good times. There's a lot of anime too that like I just watched forever ago, and I don't know. Like one thing I've noticed with me is I tend to just be like, I watched that show and I'm moving on, and I don't have really any memories of how I felt in the moment of it, other than just like I enjoyed that. Next thing.
I can get that way too, actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not always, but yeah, I've definitely had that experience a lot of times.
There's a lot of times too where I'll go watch an entire show, like multiple seasons, no clue what the name of the show was. Never once looked it
Oh,
up.
wow.
Like I would just like skip through the intro every time, and then I'm just like, let me watch my show. And then I lose it, and then I'm like, what was that? There was like a guy, and he was doing a thing.
It's like, remember that one where they like had swords?
Yeah.
What was the one with swords? Yeah, I tend not to like finish stuff if it doesn't like grab me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just kind of like, it's like, yeah, I don't really need to see that. It's like the opposite of Corinne. So she'll just be like, hey, you want to watch an episode of that? And I'm like, nah, I'm done with that. It's like, oh, why? It's like, I don't know. It's like, do you want to watch something else? No.
Yeah, I really don't watch a lot these days either. Like,
Yeah. I wouldn't watch anything if I didn't have like lunch breaks that Corinne was around for. Because she's like, hey, let's watch something. I'm like, oh, okay. What do you want to watch? I don't know. It's like, well, we're at an impasse, aren't we?
Yeah. Because, like, usually the only time I'll watch something is if I'm laying down to go to sleep or, like, waiting for something to cook. And that's usually, like, I'll just load up YouTube or Twitch. And then...
Yeah.
Because half the time I'm like, oh, let me sit down for, Netflix or whatever thing I happen to have at the time. And I just scroll, and then I go, well, there's 30 minutes of me looking for something to watch, and I didn't watch anything.
I find it harder and harder to muster the energy to start new things.
Yeah.
Which I don't like, because there's so many things that I actually legit do want to start.
Yeah, big same. And I think that's one of the reasons why I like watching anime too late at night, is because I can just go and watch one episode and be like, I didn't really get a good vibe from that one. Or like, oh, I liked that. And then maybe never watch it again, but I'm satisfied with just that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I feel like when I go to sit down, like if I'm going to go watch Breaking Bad, and I'm like, I got to pay attention. Like, I got to be focused, ready to absorb this plot.
Complete this mission.
And sometimes
Your
I don't want that.
favorite game you never finished?
Ooh.
Get close and take them out at once.
I'm just going to go ahead and preemptively say Baldur's Gate 3.
Silent warriors.
I have a feeling.
Let's go. Yes, sir. Don't slow us down.
Can't believe they sent a newbie to support this frigate.
Man, I don't know. That's a hard one.
There's a lot of games I've never finished. There's a lot of games that I get very close and then I never finish.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I feel like if I like a game, I'm
actually,
finishing
right
it.
now, Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
Because I just haven't. I guess it's like I don't know. I for all my like never shutting up about how important a game's ending actually is to the experience. It's like by the end of like a full budget game, they aren't really usually doing new stuff.
That's
And like
true.
once a game stops doing new stuff, I become way less interested in it.
Like, I feel like the ending thing, like the wisdom holds true. That's true, I think, for like literally any story. The ending is like the ending is where the thesis lives of anything that you've made. It's the end point statement. It's the period at the end. But like when a experience is as long as a game can often be, then like just a lot of people aren't gonna get to that point.
Which to me, which was always the conventional wisdom, right? Like back in, I don't know, early 2000, the aughts or the 10s or whatever. Like, it was very much a like, oh, you don't need to give a shit about the end of your game because 5% of your people are gonna play it. I've had this rant a billion times. I've probably had it like on New Frame Plus at least twice.
I like it. Yeah, it is wisdom. I've heard similar wisdom so frequently.
Yeah, but it's like, no, the good ending to your game gets the advocates for your game, right? People will finish it, and if they have a complete and whole experience, those are the people that are gonna like sell your game to other people.
Yep. That's a good point.
I would be shocked if like more than 40% of people finished Undertale, but the fact that game sticks the landing so well is exactly why that game is amazing.
Yeah.
Game should people play that you would what important game should people play that you would never recommend to anyone?
That feels almost sort of like self-contradicting a little bit, like
kind of, yeah. I take this as like one of the earlier questions is like, what do you think is a good game that you would hate to play, or something like that?
The equivalent of that book everyone wants to have read.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
I kind of felt that way playing through the OG Half-Life 1. Like, I still had fun with it, and I was like, oh, this is where a lot of this stuff came from.
Oh, you know what it is? It's League of Legends.
Yeah.
It's like it's an incredible triumph in like systems design and like a multiplayer balanced experience that just absolutely is horrid if you don't want to get yelled at.
Yeah, going back to those, like, what games do you not like that everyone else likes? Any MOBA for me.
I mean, you're in good company nowadays. I don't think it's actually that, especially in North America. It is not, in fact, a very widely disputed fact.
I feel like any, like, kind of on the ones of like games you'd like to have played, but I'd never ever actually want to play. I feel like any CRPG from like the Infinity Engine era is like original Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 or Fallout 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I want to experience the narrative from those things, but playing them is pure misery.
Yeah.
Dwarf
yeah.
Fortress.
Oh
There
yeah.
you go.
that's a
There's
good
another
one.
good answer.
It's just like, yeah, you really want the Cloud to be able to say, it's like, oh yeah, you don't understand Dwarf Fortress, whatever. But I will not. I've tried. I will not actually spend my life minutes doing that.
Oh god, this frog just summoned a lot of spiders, which is a great time for another really good question from Burton. Game that hurts you the most?
League of Legends. both in my personal and my professional life.
That's
You know, I
hard.
might go with like Metal Gear Solid 3 or 4. I don't know.
Ooh, I want to hear. Not that I want to contest it. I just want to hear the story on that one.
I think just pure emotional beats. If you've played, especially 4, like, because for me growing up, Snake was one of the first characters where like I cared about their story in a game, you know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like I grew up with that character, and like, you know, when 2 came out, it was like a huge thing, and 3 was just fantastic. 3 is just like has a incredible plot and is sad when you realize the plot. And 4 was just like, hey, here's this character you love and grew up with, and let's just make them go through the worst things ever.
Yeah.
Like outside of the bonkers plot of Metal Gear, it's just like, now you've made me sad. I don't know if like other forms of hurt I could feel from
Yeah,
the
you
game.
can kinda go a
Darkest
bunch of
Dungeon 2,
different
I
ways
take
with
it back.
The immediate
I
certainty as soon as you had it.
immediately thought of that. Immediately.
Without spoilers, what games have your favorite endings? Undertale.
Yeah, Undertale is really hard to beat on that front. But I will try to think of another one. Let's see.
Without spoilers, I really enjoyed the end of Tears.
What was that?
Tears of the Kingdom.
Really?
Yep.
I'm excited to
I
see it
actually
eventually.
think it's the first Zelda game where I like, outside of nostalgia factor, where I was like, this ending is fantastic.
I think it's partly because
How are the other areas looking?
Jones just mentioned Metal Gear. I feel like I like Metal Gear Solid 3's ending a lot.
We are still
Oh,
running.
Uh,
The performance
there's
of the
other
3
good ones.
submarine
Three's so
carriers
good.
exceeded everyone's expectation.
They are from outer space. After
I don't know.
all.
I don't
It's unlikely
ever.
they brought submarines with them.
I don't know. I guess I don't think of like
They need to take time
the
to
end
set
of
up
games that much,
since the
because it's
submarine
like,
carriers are causing them trouble. We need to take advantage of this opportunity.
I feel like none of my like go-to favorite games I would like
We will try to weaken their forces.
I've ever thought of like their endings, you know?
I'm actually scrolling through a list now.
Inscription's
Out-
ending was
Outer
actually
Wilds
pretty
is a good one.
fantastic.
Outer Wilds is a very good answer.
Actually, oh, that is a good answer. Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a really good answer. I'm
That's a
glad
good
you
one.
thought of that one.
Chat thought of that one.
Okay, chat. Good pull.
Artista AF. Disco Elysium's Disco Elysium, I thought the ending was fine. I guess we probably all got different endings because that game was nutso, but sure.
It's another one on my list of. Boy, I do need to dip into that one.
Same.
Don't you love Mario 64? When he says, "Thank you so much for playing my game."
Yeah, I do like that. Yeah.
More games to do that.
Sure. Thank you so much.
I like that.
Master Chief has never once thanked me.
That's true.
Ungrateful.
What's the white whale game you've always wanted to get around to but never have?
Hi, welcome to my Twitch channel.
Yeah, I got a lot of those. It grows every year.
Sensor has detected enemies.
Like a white whale game is something that's like unsurmountable. Like there's tons of like, you know, Armored Core 6 that I haven't played yet that I want to. Or like
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, yeah, what's one that like you want to play but you know you will like never have time to like
like an MMO.
Yeah, like that's the kind of thing. Like I think of like if I
you want to
had
get into
an
League of
eternity,
Legends.
I would get, I would go and do. I would fall hard into World of Warcraft or something. Like I'm not in that place anymore. It just can't happen.
I got mine.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Half-Life Alex.
Ooh.
Because I'm probably never gonna own VR. But that is one that I'm like, man, I'd love to go through that experience.
I found a spicy opinion. I think every Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom main story scene is bad, but all of the like unvoiced character dialogue in those games is great.
Yeah, I'd like that. I'm okay with that.
It's like odd. And I'm not used to seeing that strong of a divide in Nintendo stuff generally. Like I feel like the main stories are very bland and uninteresting, and the dialogue is actually quite weak in a lot of them too. But then as soon as you just go talk to randos and see little side stories going around in the world, there's so much charm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the cutscenes in Tears and Breath are usually my least favorite parts.
Yeah. I feel like sorry, we're back to another question, the white whale one. Like I feel like actually learning magic. There's one that I will. The window for me learning to play Magic the Gathering is well past.
Well, the window for you getting good at Magic is past. The window for playing it is it's really not that bad. The thing about Magic, like games like that, is that they're so foundational to so many other things. If you've ever seen a card system in any game whatsoever, you'll be able to figure this out.
Oh, here's a good spicy one. What's a game you know you would like, but you will not touch it because you hate how it looks? That's a good one,
man.
actually.
There's so many like immediate things that I have that I'm just like, I don't know if I'd like it, but like Salt and Sanctuary, I know I'm never gonna play that because I don't like how it looks.
That's the exact one I'm thinking of.
I'm very immediately put off by if I don't mesh with the game's graphics, especially if it's like, here's a character creator, and I'm like, I don't like how my character looks.
Yeah. I have an anime art style where it's just like poorly animated 2D chibis. Like there's a whole host of games that are like, we're like Reciteer, and I'm like, I'm listening, and they're like, here's our sprites, and I'm like, absolutely not. Like I adore anime art style, like cell shading and just like visual novels with like detailed illustrations, but like if it's that weird middle ground of like not that great like sprite work, and it's very like simply done, and it's not like stylized in the right way, yeah, I don't know, it doesn't do it for me. Emin specifically, espresso or espresso? Espresso, I think if I read it on a page, I will say espresso, and if you tell me, it's like, hey, what's that coffee drink that's like super concentrated, I would have said espresso.
It's got a good mouthfeel with the X.
Yeah, espresso. Espresso.
We can get away with that because Carrie can't hear
Carrie
us.
can't hear me right now.
Maybe she's been listening the whole time. Dan, do you know for sure?
It's possible. It's possible. She's out of town right now, so I won't know until she gets back.
Ooh, another ending
So maybe
game.
I'll be in trouble then.
Okay.
FF9.
Ooh. Wait, which for what question?
For an ending that you think about a lot or impacted you a lot.
Oh yeah, Nine's got a really good ending.
Okay, or for a game that hurt me the most. 9's probably the most I've cried in a game ever, and I streamed it.
I'm still trying to think of the one on that one for like ones that hurt me most in that way. Like, I've definitely had games that have gotten a really strong emotional reaction from me. I'm trying to think of which ones really specifically.
Near's ending. You still never played Nier. I have Nier Automata. It's still in the wrapper, and I'll get to it one day.
I feel like the Nier games are not effective in hurting me in that way because that I hit a saturation point.
Yeah, yeah.
And I still enjoy it, but it's not like emotionally hitting me in the same way. Spiritfarer, there it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's one I wish I enjoyed.
They really built an outpost.
It's larger than a building. How did they do that? So they plan to live
It's
on
larger than a building. What could possibly be larger?
I've had game audio very low. I'm glad you shared that one. Glad I didn't miss out on that line. Don't jump into that puddle. There's so many missiles.
We have to take out those drones before we can attack the base. Preparation for next attack. Attack the drones.
There are batteries around the base.
It's artillery fire from the base.
We can't get close. If we stay here.
A lot of explosions going on around here.
Sure are.
Powered exoskeletons, move out. Cover the infantry.
Fencers, move in. We'll cover them. Move in with our shields. Block the artillery fire.
Please designate targets. Rockets. Enter the air above the target. Take this.
Shoot right after you enter the range. Yes, sir.
Air raid to the target site succeeded. How's the result?
I did not realize how short range this weapon was.
Obscure game you'd recommend. Phantom Dust.
Tulip.
I've been meaning to play Tulip. I really should.
I really liked it.
Designate targets. Air raider. The enemy outpost is protected by anti-air artillery. We can only approach them from the ground.
It's infuriating to play. No. I mean, I didn't have a... There's like a few instances, especially towards the factory side of stuff is like rough, but you also don't have to go for 100% if you don't want. I loved it though. I had a great time.
Yeah, maybe if you were a kissing gamer, you would be good at Tulip.
was dropped from the sky.
It's
fun.
fun.
It's just like
it's basically
Skill
like
issue on Tulip.
Yeah.
a mini puzzle and then like a quick reaction event kind of thing. And it's, I don't know, it's just a fun little like interact with people in a town and solve a weird minor thing to get a thing to happen. It's just fun. Well, then that explains it. What explains it? I 100%ed it, so.
Oh, did we do the opposite of the one that we hate that everyone loves? What's the one that you love that everyone else hates?
Ooh. That is a good one. Think.
When I like to play, I love to play Isaac a lot, and I get it why people don't like it. It's just really fun to play.
I heard
Binding
the
of
people who
Isaac?
love
Yeah.
Binding of Isaac love Binding of Isaac though.
Yeah. I don't think that's like super. I think Isaac's quite popular.
That one's my answer for a game I'd probably love if it wasn't for the art style, actually.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good
And it's not
one.
even just the art style. I think it's just kind of like the general vibe and aesthetic
Oh
of that
yeah,
one just puts me off too
it's
much.
definitely a time of like, don't think about it too hard. It's one I've definitely noticed though, as someone who like used to stream it a lot, is like a lot of people would come and be like, I hate how this looks, I'm not watching, and you're like, okay,
Thanks for the thank you.
yeah, I get it. I get it.
Ooh,
Camera,
more
please.
saucers.
There are more drones than expected.
Oh, here's an answer. I actually think the well,
Our objective
no,
is
yeah,
to
I think the
collect
first
intel.
DOA Extreme Beach Volleyball is actually a really good game. Like it's just a really solid, simple volleyball game.
Yeah, I
that
agree,
then
Dan,
in
yeah,
between
yeah.
is like has. It's basically a bad Persona game. That like if Persona was like instead of combat, it's volleyball. If it was just if you just had, what I'm saying is I want Persona Beach Volleyball. Just do that. In between matches, it's social links and trying to like get to know your buddies and get them on to, like to join your
Your
little
volleyball team. Yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Just to take the beach week of every Persona game, which is always one of the best parts of every Persona game, make that the whole game,
Shoot down the drones.
And volleyball.
and volleyball. Also, I really love, like, I don't think it's a thing that you can, it's a thing you can produce and better now, but at the time it was kind of special. The Xbox allowed you to, like, you could put MP3s on your little hard drive thing there. And that particular pair of games allowed you to basically create a playlist for yourself to replace the game's soundtrack if you wanted. And there were 2 buttons constantly at all times dedicated to next and previous tracks. So you could basically just DJ your own beach party with your own custom music while playing a fun, simple volleyball game and trying to do just basically a little dating sim, give people gifts to get them to like you.
Hell yeah. Game you expected to like but didn't.
Darkest Dungeon 2.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it.
Oh, I've not touched Darkest Dungeon 2. Like, how does it compare?
It's fine. It's just aggressively fine, and it shouldn't be.
any game should not
wanna
be
do it,
fine.
right? I rage quit it.
Oh, wow.
I stopped streaming, uninstalled one of those moments.
Wow.
Okay, what was the moment?
What was the moment? I think just the realization of like,
If we let those drones
I think we got like a shitty thing after I had just like maxed out every relationship with someone, and then it was like,
shoot down the drone.
oh, even with a maxed out relationship, you can just get a negative perk and it ruins your entire run for that zone because it's just a roll of the dice, and like the higher,
Shoot down the drones as you fall back.
it's just, it's a roguelite, and it wants you to do like a 4-hour run every time, and each
Is
of the
there a
run can die.
roguelike?
Well, that's
I mean,
how,
I get,
that-
yeah,
it's how it's presented. Is like,
yeah.
you're gonna be doing multiple runs of this. Bring your team, and then like, oh, here's like your random layout of shit, and it's gonna take like 4 hours to do a run, and you're gonna have situations where you just instantly lose, and there's nothing you can do about it. And then it's like,
Yep.
I don't want to do that for 4 hours.
It's rough.
Not true.
So-
Darkest Dungeon 1, though?
Not at all.
Yeah, I was about to ask, like, what's, because I've not got enough familiarity to
you
be
can
able to
get-
tell the difference. What's the difference?
You can get crit, right? Crits are a thing.
Yeah, Chris, that's normal. So you level up your characters in Darkest Dungeon 1 significantly more than you do in 2. You can outfit them with a lot more specific equipment depending on the area you go to. You also can choose from all of your stuff depending on like, okay, I know this one mission I'm doing is in this zone. All of my characters are spec'd specifically for this zone. You can't do that in 2 because here's your 4 characters. They have to be good in every zone because
Oh,
that's
wow.
just how the runs go. So it's all about like, I'm preparing for a mission and I bring anything that's good against resistances to it. I've got my team that's leveled up. If they lose, I don't lose any of my progress. Like, I still have all my progress. I still have all my goodies. If I didn't get anything of them back, it's just like, oh, that's a little bit of a setback, but I can just go recruit a new team and level them up, and it's like the progress isn't lost. Like, I'm still making headway on like the main plot. And in 2, they do have like a carry through thing that you can do between missions, but it's like unlocking a new subclass or unlocking like a little bit extra death resistance, and that's it. There's not like leveling up for your classes anymore. Everyone has to be good in every zone, or you don't use them basically, because you can't like spec people out for specific stuff. It's just, I don't know.
I had like a different reaction. So that like, because it was roguelite. Also, me and Floyd are dead. Sorry, Jones.
Yeah, I slowly running.
Okay. I have to carry this gigantic bunker thing with me. I'm sorry.
This is all I could do. I can't run.
Yeah. Was that like the thing I liked about Darkest Dungeon 1 were the stakes, where it's like, oh, this character that I really like, I need to play well, or I just lose. I lose them.
Yeah.
Added much more weight and interest to the battles, where like, because there were so many more roguelite elements in 2, where it was like, oh yeah, you die and then you come back and then you spend your candles and you level up this class or whatever. It felt like it just was whatever. When at the end of the day, it was like, oh, this doesn't really matter. I'm gonna do this big run and then, you know, I get a certain amount far, and it just the teeth were gone. Like, it just didn't, like, there's no bite to it anymore.
And like, I totally agree on that. I'm just saying, like, when you lose a run in 1, like, yes, you lost those characters or whatever, you know, stakes that were there, but your campaign's still intact, and it's not like, hey, those, you know, the rest of the playthrough is still there, you know, you're still making progress. It's just like that one little mission, that one battle was fallen. You haven't lost the war. Whereas in 2, yes, you start over from scratch. Like,
right. Well, I guess put a different way, it's that Darkest Dungeon 1 has like a 20-hour story campaign, and Darkest Dungeon 2 has a 4-hour one.
Yeah, it has like what 5 4-hour ones. Yeah. And yes, you can get good rolls and do it all immediately, but there's so many systems in place that can just fuck you over, and you have no control over it. I get mad. It's like, for example, one of the things that can happen is you have relationship stuffs, which will either buff or hinder your characters when you use a specific move. Because, like, it could be like a thing where, oh, every time I use this attack, now my other character gets blinded. He has a chance of getting blinded every time I use this attack. And it could be like your main ability for that class. And the way to determine if those are going to happen or are improving or hurting relationships, but because you're so limited on what you can do in the set amount of time of the game, and the fact that even if you have a really high maxed out one, you can still just roll low and you get a shitty one, even though those characters love each other. And then like that zone, if you don't get a good thing, you could just lose. Like, it's just back to back, like, oh, my character got debuffed 4 times out of my control, and they're dead.
Oof.
And that happened almost every run, unless I got a god run and I, you know, beat the boss.
It's wild to me. Like, now that I thought about it, I feel like I heard lots of praise for Darkest Dungeon 1 for a good long stretch there, and then 2 came out, and weirdly, I don't feel like I've heard anyone talking about it, and I'm guessing this is why it did not hit anybody nearly as positively.
There's people I follow on Twitch who are like diehard, like they shaped everything on their channel around Darkest Dungeon, and they despise to like.
Oh.
Because 1 was fantastic. I loved it. Like when I finally went through and finished it, I was like, this was incredible. What a good experience. And this is all not to slight against the team, because I'm like, I was I love how that game looks, and I wanted to love it. It was different, and it wasn't what I wanted, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay that they were shitty and wrong.
No! Gonna run to the bathroom real quick. BRB.
I gotta get more water.
I'm alone. I got too mad about Darkest Dungeon too. Fans had to run away. Hope everyone's having a good night. Thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for asking us all questions and stuff. Sorry I can't like react to everything you guys are posting. I am reading chat. I just can't butt in because I don't want to interrupt and stuff. Let's scream about Banjo-Tooie. No, it's Banjo-Kazooie but better. It's bigger. You know, all the levels are really big. They added more abilities, man. So cool. There's first-person shooter segments in it. Even more collectibles. I actually think that's false. I think there's less collectibles in Banjo-Tooie. How do you feel about Tooie's bosses? Honestly, I liked the idea of boss fights. I think Donkey Kong 64's bosses were better. Some of the Tooie ones, especially like the first-person ones, mainly are rough. I think the FPS introduction to Banjo-Tooie was like the worst decision for it, because the other stuff I think I could deal with, but it's just like anytime you put an FPS, especially in an old game, and then it has like snap to center controls, is like oof. What was your opinion on Nuts and Bolts? It was a very fun game. I don't know why it's a Banjo-Kazooie game. But just looking at the game by itself and the gameplay and building fun ships, it was a lot of fun. There's no reason for it to be a Banjo game. And the the Banjo things that they did in the game were insulting to the franchise. It crawled so Tears of the Kingdom could run, yeah. And like, weirdly enough, Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, it just like ends. Like you just have like a little like battle with Gruntilda's like mech, and then they're like, oh, you won the race. End credits. One scene, cut the menu. Like it was so weird. Like they didn't expect anyone to finish it.
Am I the only one who gets like, who finds the idea of having to brush their teeth and floss at the same time intimidating? So you like intentionally find a way to split it up and like floss first and then brush your teeth later.
Mm-hmm. I usually just kind of floss throughout the day, like, or if I'm like, oh, something's bothering me, let me floss.
That's
or
smart.
oh, let me go brush.
I do like do a little like, oh hell yeah, whenever I like get something stuck in my teeth at like 5 p.m. and I like go floss, be like, this is close enough to bed where I don't have to floss again later.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, that's where I'm at. I could floss and care more about my health, but I could also be doing a lot of other things too.
I could also be playing this video game and killing gigantic bugs.
Oh, I meant more of just like caring about myself.
Oh no. That was the saddest outcome.
That was a sad outcome.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I am returned.
Dan, where's your head at vis-a-vis flossing and brushing at the same like moment? Not the same like second, but like I find that splitting up the task into like doing flossing and then like I don't know, a half hour before bed and then brushing my teeth right before bed is more palatable than like the possibility of having to do them back to back.
Yeah,
Monsters confirmed. Stay alert.
I kind of have more of the habit of my flossing kind of happens pretty soon after I eat, when I can feel like, there's some stuff in my teeth. Like, let me just go ahead and like floss real quick. Use one of the little pick things. I think, yeah, like I would not want to. Stopping to brush teeth is already such an inconvenience in my life.
Yep.
Flossing at the same time is a pretty big ask.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, for whatever reason, the like 30 seconds that it takes me to floss is just like untenable when I put it right next to the 2 minutes it takes to brush my teeth.
So many things you could do with that time.
I know.
Like anytime you're brushing your teeth, you've got places to be or things to do.
It's true. I could be asleep right now.
Yeah, like you're trying to finish getting ready so you can go to bed and go to sleep, or you're realizing like, dang, I gotta go and like actually do something. Like let me finish getting ready and brush my teeth and whatnot.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Frog. Sorry. Sorry.
DE-202 in the air. Please designate targets.
Please. Health? Are any of you health? No, you're a spider, sir.
Thank you for nuking that frog. It's been... No, it's still giving me sass. Frog. Be dead.
I'm doing what I can, with not a lot. Hey, he's
There we go.
dead.
Yay!
I got this really mean, just like spear, like pressure spear shot thing that if I can get very close to something, I can just unload at close range and probably kill most things. I'm pretty slow though, and it's a pretty dangerous place to be. The look on my cat's face suggests to me this might be the last one I can do tonight.
All right, that's fair.
That is totally good.
Wait, which cat?
That was Gwynny. Was looking up at me and very expectantly, which most likely just means like, hey, I want attention, but it is also pretty close to time for them to be having both food and old cat pills.
So wait, if it's time for medicine, is she looking at you in the way that like, I'm suspicious? Why haven't you inflicted this torture upon me yet? Or is it
I
like
don't think she's thinking that far ahead on it. With a lot of cats, they probably would be.
they stop at food? Yeah.
Gwynny is a simple creature, kind of more akin to a dog in a lot of ways. That's sort of like more direct, more immediate joy of happy things to come.
Yep.
Is kind of overriding and blotting out a lot of the memory of what follows after.
Yeah, so I'm allergic to cats, so I don't get to spend that much time with them. But I did stay with Graham and Kathleen for the last little while, and their 2 cats, who were hilarious. They're 2 Maine Coons, very, very big and fluffy boys. And one of them, one of them is the shithead that just like messes with his older brother, and the big game that he liked to play was anytime somebody would approach the stairs to go up them or down them, he would bolt past them and like wait for them at the top or the bottom of the stairs. So like the cat or the humans, he would just like dash past them, like freak them out on the way there, and then like get into position at the bottom and like get ready to pounce. He's got like his paws down, he's like shaking his butt a little bit, like the normal pounce stuff, and then you get down there and he just like looks at you. It's like he doesn't know the next step. It's like he skipped that day at cat school.
Doesn't know what's supposed to come after this.
Yeah,
part.
it's like, okay, I've got the butt wiggle, check. I'm ready. I'm like looking straight at him, check. What now, and then just like nobody ever told them that you're supposed to like jump at the thing.
That was adorable.
Yeah, very cute cat.
Yeah, like so our cats are quite old and definitely well past their like playful energy phase. They're very much just like they like sleeping and snuggling and eating and just kind of hanging out. They don't really have energy for much play anymore. I know eventually, like once like their time is done, I know Carrie and I will get cats again, but we have been like people raising old cats for so long at this point. I don't think we're actually prepared for I don't think we properly remember what living with young energetic cats is like, and I think that's going to be a very rude literal awakening in many cases.
Yeah, they animals like attention, as it turns out.
Yep.
Me too.
Relatable.
Hey, Jones, what's that behind you? Jones, is somebody got a stick? Somebody wiggling a stick around? Somebody got a little cat tail on there? What's that
I want the
doing?
stick. Can I have the stick? Can I have the stick?
Yeah, you can have the stick. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
There are good ambush spiders. Coming over the top of that ridge like Gandalf at the end of Two Towers.
Gondor calls for aid. Skitty, 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 skitty.
Dad, are you trying to climb your mech up the hill?
A little bit, yeah. He's trying. He's doing his
He's
best.
struggling a little bit on the struggle bus there.
Watch that, see where I'm pointing the laser?
I'm watching. I was shooting, now I'm just standing back and watching.
It's gonna be good. Coming here in a second. There we go.
Yeah! Oh, that's
where am I
satisfying.
bringing these boys? Oh, they're just going around.
Didn't know you could actively steer them, that's great.
This spider's dead.
That spider in particular.
I'm seeing the appeal of the
Yeah,
aerator.
it's starting to win me over. It's also fun just doing stuff like this.
Just airstrike.
Just a nice little airstrike to start.
Leave the combat area for now.
Aliens seem to be guarding the pylons. Ready to engage.
This is Fighter, ready for attack. Vehicle drop.
Oh yeah, with all the pet chat in the chat, we did foster dogs for a while, and that was a good middle ground between owning a dog and not owning a dog.
Smart. What kind of dogs?
We did a German Shepherd who was like the loveliest dog of all time. He had one floppy ear. His name was Hank.
Aw.
He just loved toys and snuggling. We had like this big squeaky bone that we got him, and every time we threw it for him, he would like run over to it and then like jump on it with his two front paws and made a loud squeak. It was the best.
Aw.
And then there was like a chocolate lab mix, Tootsie, and she was a nightmare, mostly because she was just so terrified that she like refused to eat or do anything. So she just like had her corner and she sat in the corner and did not leave. Yeah, fostering was good for us, I think. Would recommend to anybody out there who's considering it if you have the the time that you could spend at home and take care of them, that kind of thing.
But having to say goodbye seems like it would be quite hard, depending on.
It was
how
not
long.
great. Yeah. Yeah, we were in LA at the time, so it was like for Hank, who we like very possibly could have foster failed. We had a 1-bedroom apartment, and it was just like not feasible. It was easier with a dog who was a nightmare.
Very impressive for a newbie.
For a newbie.
Like, I could stop killing the aliens if they want.
Yeah, would you
know?
prefer I suck? Because I haven't been keeping score, but your little army boys kind of suck at their jobs, my dude. Favorite game where you played as an animal?
Banjo-Kazooie.
That's a good one.
Hard to come up with a better one than that. I know there are other good ones though.
I don't know. I feel like like it's a little cheating.
I mean, it's 2 animals. If anything,
Yeah, it's just like-
you're double correct.
Yeah.
Got it in one.
Though there are cases of successful killings of monsters, they have all resulted in heavy casualties. The economy has taken its toll as well.
Little gator game for me.
Ooh.
There has not been a concrete policy that fights unemployment. DE-202 to ground units. Please designate attack targets.
I don't know why that game clicked for me so hard, but boy, I had a great time.
Do you think it helped that you played it with Carrie?
I think that did help a lot, but like, there's definitely a lot of games that I've enjoyed all the more because they were playthroughs and played with Carrie or played with Dan, or just there's something about them about doing a recorded playthrough that can make that experience all the more special. But that one, for whatever reason, just really hit. Just the vibes of it, and also just like moving around in that game is fun.
Mm-hmm. You were a speedrunner.
Yeah. Like no other game has made me actually want to try speedrunning it, much less actually speedrun it.
Uh-huh. Mission clear.
And between that one and the later Alligator, we've had like some really strong wins for gator-based video games lately.
And with Frog Detective, reptile-based video games.
Frog Detective. I forgot about Frog Detective. That's another
Yeah.
very good one.
Yeah. Reptile stocks are up.
Reptiles are having a moment.
A frog's not a reptile, Dan.
Oh, sorry. Amphibian and reptile. Green-skinned animals. Weird animals with weird green skin.
So like a humanoid.
Yeah, so like humans, yeah.
Well, way to bring it around.
All right, yeah. We're gonna go out on that note because I don't think we're gonna top it. Oh goodness gracious! Thank you guys for playing.
Thanks
I feel
for playing, guys.
Yeah,
good.
thanks, y'all.
I'm glad we got to sneak some time in.
It was a good
Yeah.
time. I had
So
fun.
do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna dip out of the call, but have a good night, y'all guys.
All right. I'll
Night,
dip out as well.
guys.
Thanks for
Bye.
thanks both to you, and thanks to everybody else for joining us and hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for all the spicy questions.
Yeah, good questions.
Take it easy.
Goodbye.
Just me now. Thank you everyone so much for hanging. Appreciate you having you here. I'm gonna thank some people real quick. My best host, thank you for 41. Smash and Grab, thank you for 38. Thank you so much. Thank you for the follows that came in. Commander Squeaks, thank you for the 100 bits. And the 10 bits. Naru, thank you for the 72 bits. Commander Squeaks, thank you for the 18 months. Barry, thank you for the tier 2 for 58. Also, thank you so much for the raid, Barry. Sorry I couldn't call you out more. Hope you're having a good night. Barry just started Ace Attorney 3. Highly recommend his Ace Attorney playthroughs if you're unaware. He's got them all archived on his VOD channel. Highly recommend. Super fun time, and it's basically the only way I know Ace Attorney is watching Barry play. Iskar, thank you for 36 months. Naru, thank you for the 96 bits. Thank you. Mari Freem, thank you for the tier 2 brand new sub. Yo, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's very sweet. I've been disconnected from the session. Kool-Aid, thank you for 20 months. Give me a username. Thank you for 40 months. Bravethel, thank you for 32. I think that's everyone. We'll probably I might stream a little more Pikmin 2 tomorrow. But I've got some recording to do, and then I got some D&D planning to do. D&D, by the way, I run a D&D show called Dungeons and Dragons. We do it like once a month. My buddy Dan Floyd, who you just heard, he's one of the characters in it, one of the players, as well as Barry, and Joe Cat. Joe Cat also gave a raid. Those are all members. If you want to watch, it'll be on Wednesday night here at this channel at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. There's Dan gifting 5 subs. What are you doing, bud? You didn't need to do that. Thank you. Thank you, Dan, for the 5 gift subs. And thank you, Smug Rainbow Pony, for the 5 gift subs. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It was a really good stream. This was a heck of a week for me. I didn't realize there was going to be so many collabs this week. I did like 4, and I go through phases where I'm like, I want to play games with everyone, and then I'm like, I want to play games with like myself for a bit. I'm kind of just enjoying both of those at the moment, so we'll see. Nice smoke bomb, Dan. Have a good night, bud. I hope we have a good one. I'm excited to record tomorrow. And do more Eureka on Sunday. All right, let's see who's streaming. Who is on? Yo, we're gonna raid Meat because I've been enjoying Meat streams a lot lately. They're doing some VR. They're a VTuber. They're very chaotic. But I've been enjoying their streams a lot. I actually found them because they were playing EDF 5 when I was playing EDF 5. And then I've just been enjoying. So say hi to Meat for me. Be on your best behavior, chat. They're doing a collab too today. Just a collab heavy week, I guess. And I'll see you guys tomorrow if you want to hang out. And if not, I'm sure we'll get more stuff. We have a new PC coming soon, TM. I'll let you guys know when that'll be, but as soon as that comes in, it's gonna probably be like a month of nonstop streaming. I'm very excited for it. We're gonna play a bunch of shit that I've been putting off for like years. So I hope you guys can tune in for that. If not, thank you. I didn't realize there was this many people here. Hi everyone, welcome on in. Sorry I'm ending stream. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Give for raid message just Carbies if you got them. Cause I Carby. There you go. That's all we need. I'll see you soon. Have a good one, y'all. I'm waving.